What up? What up? What up? Top of the top. What's popping? What's cracking? What's good, family? I see y'all ready. What's going on, y'all? What up? What up? Y'all already know what time. Y'all know how I do on Friday. I've been going in all week. Good morning, Miss Nadine. Good morning, my bro. 290 boy was popping. Was popping, ABG. Anybody get it? Good morning, Miss Jackie Holman. Big Dog TV. My man Alan from the UK. Diz AY Style. What up? Mr. X Ty Brown. What up, L Blizz? Yo, L Blizz, thanks for the donation. I don't know if it was yesterday or the day before. I just know I checked, and it was salute, bro. Know that. Appreciate it. I appreciate all my people, everything y'all do. So that's why I'm going to turn up today. I'm going to give y'all a good show today. Kenya Range from the West Coast. What's up? Straight from Cali. Miss Deja, good morning. Cali Fields, what up? Man, I'm ready this morning, man. I'm locked and loaded. How was y'all night? Y'all get a good rest last night? I got a good rest. We're going to vibe today. And, you know, before it's over with, I'm going to address some issues because, you know, that's what I do. Anyway, it's Friday, and most of these niggas ain't got no job, and they ain't got nothing to do but watch other men on YouTube. Period. That's all they do. That's all they ever gonna do. They ain't gonna do nothing but watch other men cry and whine and co-sign suckers. That's all they gonna do. But I'm gonna get into what I do. So for you lames, you watch me work. Watch me work, all right? It's the morning shift, and I'm about to cook. Rick Set, what up? Chevy T. Let me sip my coffee. Niggas that hate on you drinking coffee in the morning. Niggas hate on everything. These people are a joke. Women's Month is finally over, and we now can confirm that it is more men that act like women. That's why I feel bad for my black women. I feel bad for all women. I feel bad for my sisters. I feel bad for queens. And I feel bad for bitches. Know why? Because these men are trying to replace y'all. So I'm going to always big up the women. That's why you see women in my chat. You're going to see the bros and you're going to see the sis. You're going to see a whole unit. That's what it is. So thank you, everybody, for pulling up. This is the Fun of Fame Live episode 139. Also, salute to my man ASAP Auto that be sending me the news. Shout out to everybody that be sending me news clips. Some of it, I get to it later. Sometime I already got other things in place, but don't stop sending the information, and I appreciate what y'all do. Just know that. I got to clarify that. But today, I'm going to be talking about some things, and it's entertainment. RickRoss speaks about being a correctional officer. He finally is talking about being a CO. I'm going to get into that because you got to remember, it was a time when 50 Cent exposed RickRoss for being a correctional officer in the past. And we see ever since 50 exposed Rick Ross has been doing way better than 50 Cent. The only thing 50 Cent has been sustaining off is power. And I'm going to get into that too, of how the time of exposing is over with. The time of trying to expose people is now played out. What I mean by that is it's not going to work. But some people, they don't understand that. They don't understand times change. It's the same thing like rap beef. You remember rap beef? Y'all know rap beef been going on forever, but you know rap beef is played out. The same way exposing is played out. You know why? Because we live in a time of information, for one. We live in a time where people don't care about none of that. If they're gonna support what they're gonna support. So when you try to so-called expose somebody, unless that person really did something foul and you could prove it, it's not going to work. And all you wind up doing is exposing yourself. So I'm trying to show people how, basically what I'm saying, you can't come up off of someone else's downfall. That's the point I'm going to be making. And I'm going to touch on this Rick Ross story. Because, you know, when 50 pulled that trick out the magic hat, he thought that was going to ruin Rick Ross' career. But we now can see Rick Ross actually wound up doing way better than 50 Cent. Agree or disagree, I don't care, but I'm going to prove it. How the era of exposing people is over with. But it does make good entertainment. But people going to still rock with who they want to rock with. It's nothing you could do. I'm also going to be talking about how a group of North Carolina inmates killed another inmate because they found out, or they already knew, that he murdered a 2-year-old girl. So the inmates, they put that man on a trip somewhere where he'll never be found. That man is in total darkness. And that's the second killing that happened in North Carolina Penitentiary in the past week. One was a female and the other was a man. I'm going to be talking about this individual. I'm also going to be talking about a lame-ass LA rapper that poured a cup of piss on Nipsey Hussle's grave, on his tombstone. We'll be talking about that lame too. I'm also going to be talking about what everybody else has been talking about, the smack heard around the world from Will Smith to Chris Rock face. And remember, a lot of people think it was fake. A lot of people said it was fake, straight capping, like they was in the crowd. But it was spoken on yesterday by one of the Oscar, organizers, that the LAPD officers was ready to arrest Will Smith for smacking Chris Rock at the Oscars. The police was backstage. They hollered at Chris. Chris said, nah, he good. He don't want to press no charges. And they let Will Smith live. So if it was all fake, why was the police ready to lock him up? It is what it is. It was fake. Who cares? Also, y'all know I spoke on how Chris Rock is on tour right now. And his first show he did, it was a disturbance in the crowd. Dude started a fight, an argument, and then that man got put out and started fighting the police. Chris Rock had to stop his show. Salute to the ... for that story. But like I said, I'm going to touch on that. And I'm also going to touch on a couple of other things. But y'all already know what time it is. It's time to wake up. And we're going to get into it. All right? So let's get ready to get it. And another thing, like I said, a lot of these dudes, they want to be women and they act like women and they be in their feelings like bitches. And now I understand last month was Women's Month. So now I understand why all these men was acting very feminine. Let's get it. Anyway, Rick Ross finally has come out and speaking about his former job of being a correctional officer, which didn't really last that long. Didn't last long, but he was the CO. Now, something I always said is when 50 Cent, exposed him, all he had to do is keep it real and say, yeah, I was a CO. Because y'all got to remember, at first, Rick Ross tried to say he was no CO, stuff like that. All he had to do was say, yeah, I was a CO. And because I understand, and a lot of people understand, you got a lot of COs that do look out for inmates. And it's sad to say, a lot of COs are the ones that bring the work into the jail. They're the ones who let a lot of the foul stuff take place. So all Rick Ross had to do was say, yeah, I was a CO. So what? It's a job. That's all he had to say. But he tried to deny it. And, when it came out, 50 Cent thought that was going to end Rick Ross' career. But we all know that it didn't. We know Rick Ross has made a lot of money. He got wing stops, rallies. He helped Meek Mill be successful. Wale. Maybach Music went on to be very big. We know that. And where's G Unit right now? I'm going to wait while I sip my coffee. Can somebody find G Unit? That's what I'm trying to tell you, right? I deal with the truth. I don't take sides because I don't care about other men like that. But when I speak what I speak, I'm going to tell you what it is. Rick Ross, Maybach Music, is doing better than G Unit. G Unit, rest in peace. We don't know what G Unit at. Maybach Music is still around. That's why Meek Mill been crying, because he still didn't get out that contract. He can't even buy his way out the contract. That's how you know Meek Mill money ain't up like that. But anyway, this is about Rick Ross. All Rick Ross had to do was say, yeah, I was a CO. So what? I was a correctional officer. And some of us already had an idea why. But I'm going to get into it. Rick Ross spoke about being a correctional officer on the Full Send podcast. He was on a podcast and he was spitting his truth. So he spoke about being a correctional officer. He says he didn't really get to make it to the prison, to really put his work in. But he says, being that he had to go through a lot of training and all of that, he ain't last long. And he said he was being late. He also spoke about how at the time, the big homies was telling him, that he needed to do something with his life. Basically, he was speaking on how, the big homies had just got in trouble. For those that don't know, Rick Ross was dealing with a group of individuals that was really getting to that bag. You know what I'm saying? Convertible bird. It's certain dudes. Put it like this. I'm not going to get into it, but he was connected with a lot of dudes that was getting big money, and they had all just went to jail. So some of them suggested that he needed to get in order. He needed to do something with his life. But some of us already knew that he became a CO, so he probably could help certain things take place behind that jail, if you know what I'm talking about. They probably wanted him in position to, nowadays it's called a dirty CO. Anyway, he said the big homies had just got in trouble and a lot of things were going on. His big homie suggested it, you know what I'm saying? And he said he did it, but long story short, he said the pay was just $1,000 a month. And then he said anything you got to do with a lot of running, jogging, and all of that. He said basically he wasn't with it. And also, his people told him that they seen greatness in him and they wanted him to be great. So basically they wanted him to, be positive and stay out of trouble. But that's what happened. And Rick Ross was young then. He was young. He was in his early 20s or whatever. And like I said, he was running with some dudes that was really moving that work. I'm talking about big money. Big money. It was moving them bricks. It was getting a lot of bread. All his big homies was getting to that bag in Miami. So They suggested he be a CO, and I'm pretty sure, you know, he probably felt it was the right thing to do at that time. And me and my people was talking about this a long time ago, man, when this thing was first taking place. And one thing my homie has said, he was like, yo, they probably wanted Rick Ross to bring that work in there. Stuff like that, you know, cigarettes and certain things. Long story short, that's old. But the point is, Rick Ross, he finally got into detail about it. But my point is, we would have never known that Rick Ross was a CO until 50 Cent brought it to the light. You got to remember, 50 Cent also was talking to Rick Ross' baby mother where he got the picture. Some of the same exact sucker shit niggas do to this day that don't work. You know how you get beef with a dude or somebody fall out with you or they feel a certain way, they go try to holler at your baby mom, they try to holler at your family, they try to holler at your friends, they try to expose you. All I'm trying to tell you is that shit don't work no more. Now, back in 2009 and 2010, like 12 years, 13 years ago, it used to work. But now the time of exposing is just entertainment now, but it's not going to put no money in your pocket. That's what I mean. That's all I'm talking about. It's going to be entertainment. Good morning, Rondell. Good morning, Sassy. What up, Pone? Now, when you expose somebody, it's going to be good entertainment. But it's not going to put no money in your pocket. It's not going to make that person, people start fucking with you. If it's in the music game, it's not going to make their fans buy your music. And when it's all said and done, nobody's going to pay you no mind anyway. Then when you get known for exposing people, you're going to have to keep doing that. That's going to become your job, to expose them. So I'm trying to show people that something that took place about 13 years ago, people still doing it. But what I need people to understand is we're in a time where everything is on the table anyway. And we live in a time where people don't care, for one. For two, people got a short attention span. So they'll be entertained by somebody being exposed this week. Then next week, they'll forget all about it. So that's why I'm trying to tell you that exposing stuff don't work no more. It just don't. It's good entertainment for a little while. Then it's going to play out. My point is, let's look at what happened. Where did 50 Cent go ever since he exposed Rick Ross? Did his career go up or did it go down? I'm talking about his rap career. I'm not talking about Power. And on top of that, Power ain't even on Power. I mean, he fell out with stars. That's another thing you'll see, a pattern of 50 Cent. Whoever he rock with, eventually he falls out with him. Jimmy Iovine, Dr. Dre, a couple years ago with the Beats headphone beef, he fell out with Jimmy Iovine. Some people think they only can function on falling out with people and beefing. 50 Cent came out with beefing. He came out with dissing. How to rob an industry nigga. Therefore, you'll see 50 has to keep that energy going all the way to this day. He's only relevant when he's dissing somebody. Young Buck, online, dissing. See, because that's who he is. Once you create an image for yourself, that's who you are. You got to keep that going, or you're not going to be successful. That's why I tell people, don't put me in a box. I could do many different things. But some people don't understand the things how you come out is how you got to always remain. That's how you got to keep that same energy. That's what that's called. So 50 came out dissing niggas, how to rob. Basically now what 50 did, we would consider that clout chasing. Why? His first song, How to Rob an Industry Nigga, he was calling out names of people that he didn't even know. Now that will be called clout chasing. So I'm just giving you an example how things that used to work then don't work now. It's a changed time now. That whole G Unit beef with Murder Inc. and when he punched Ja Rule in the face, some might say he was hating on Ja Rule. Why was he hating on Ja Rule? How could we say that? Because he was dissing Ja Rule for singing, and then next thing you know, 50 Cent started singing. So I'm going to show you a pattern of how you got people that could be a fan. You can have people that's hating on you for no reason, and they trying to come up off you, and then they try to expose you, or they try to do all type of shenanigans to get where they at. But then when they get where they at, it don't even work for them no more because everything is based on talent. It's based on how people really feel about you. And it also feels about if you really that person. Like if you know what I'm saying? You got to really have that persona for people to rock with you. It's nothing you could do to make somebody, it's nothing you could do to make somebody fuck with you like that. Let's just say it like that. People rock with people for the reasons they rock with them. Look at all the beef you've seen within these past years. What always happens? What's the first thing happen? People choose a side. Tupac, Biggie, everybody chose a side. When Pac said all that stuff, I smashed your wife and all this and that, did that affect Biggie loyal fans? No. At all. Did Biggie respond to Tupac the way Tupac responded to him? No. My point is, even when Tupac exposed Biggie, he did not ruin Biggie's career. That's why Biggie was still living when Pac was dead. I'm going to show you the pattern of how it's called, like, you know the saying, like, you don't have to put nobody down to make yourself look good, or you know what I'm saying? That shit don't work. You can't diss nobody and try to come up off of that. You can't call yourself exposed to somebody and think everybody gonna rock with you now because you so real. It don't work like that. Because people gonna rock with who they want to rock with. That's in any case, any scenario. I don't care what you call it. Sports, definitely on the internet. Just because you did some, how many people you see in YouTube beefing? How many people you see in YouTube beefing? What did they actually do to help their channel? Did their channel grow or did their channel go in the fucking dirt? You tell me. It's only going to be entertaining for a little while. When that shit play out, everybody's going to go back to their regular scheduled program. They're going to go back to who they rock with. Unless you got some real foul information and that person is really a piece of shit and you expose them. And then even sometimes that person could be straight trash. They could be the worst person. And guess what? Somebody's still going to support them because it's called a fan base. When a person got a fan base, there's nothing you could do. Just like in the streets, when somebody rock with somebody, it's nothing you could do. Let me break it down into business terminology. People from the town, people from certain cities, you know, it could be 3 corner stores. It could be 3 stores on one block. Let's say it could be 4 corner stores on one block. My people in New York know what I'm talking about. It could be 4 corner stores. This store in this corner, this store in that corner. It's 4 stores. This one got the Lucy's. This one got the best heroes. This one got more candy. My point is, it's 4 stores on the corner. People do what? They pick and choose which store they want to go to. It don't matter. You can say, yo, come to this store. I like this store right here. People do what they want to do. The same way when you go to the store, you buy what you want to buy. I don't care if it's a McDonald's and a Burger King on the same corner. People are going to go into which store they want to go to. I don't care how much Burger King make diss commercials about McDonald's. McDonald's make diss commercials about Burger King. People going to go where they want to go. And when some of you dumb people get that through your head, you're going to understand that whole time of exposing and trying to come up. It ain't going to work. That shit don't work no more. Those are some of the old white man tricks that just don't work no more. Because you got to have talent. You got to actually have something to bring to the table. You got to actually have a menu, a catalog. You got to be a worker. You got to have a persona. You got to be a personality. People rock with who they rock with because of who they rock with. Now, back to the 4 corners on the store, you might go to this store because you like the owner. You like the way he runs the store. He treats you right. He a kind man. You know, when you short, he let you go sometimes. He give you stuff on credit. The other store over here, they petty. My point is this. People rock with who they want to rock with. What's up, Black Barbie? What's up, Chi-Town? I'm going to teach these niggas something. What's a nigga? A nigga's an ignorant person. So I'm going to teach you the art. It's the same thing in the drug game. Let me break it down to the drug game. If I'm on the corner with 5 dudes, we all selling weed, don't matter, whatever we selling. And this dude try to go tell a customer, yo, he got trash. He got trash. Don't rock with him. He got trash. If I've been thorough and real with that individual, that customer, he going to rock with me anyway. He going to tell me, Yo, that dude over there, he said you got trash. Because even customers on the street are loyal. They don't care about nobody trying to. Some dudes will work with you. Even you might have had a bad pack, and your people's gonna still rock with you. Because they know you're gonna fix them on the back end. What I'm trying to tell you, because some of you are stupid, right? And you don't know how to get no money, and you don't know how to finesse your talent, and you don't have no talent. So you think when you put somebody else down, that's gonna lead to your come up. But I'm gonna show you how when you play that game, when you live like that, all it does is into your failure. Because you can't come up off another man. Look, you can't come up off a person that's great, and you definitely can't come up off a lame. That's why I told you. I told y'all a long time ago. You can't come up off a lane. If I expose somebody and I diss somebody, I'm not looking for a come up. I'm saying what I got to say. That's it. I keep it moving. Because you know why? If this dude is a lame and I keep dissing him, eventually it's going to make me a lame. If this dude is a clown and I keep entertaining a clown, that makes me a bigger clown. You know, that if I call him a clown, he's Ringling Brothers. And if I keep clowning him, I become the Universal Soul Circus. You see, because I'm entertaining a clown. So that's why we got a thing called what? We don't say your name no more. When I don't say your name no more, and you rested in peace. That's why you'll see, how did Rick Ross destroy 50 Cent? Not through beefing. He destroyed 50 Cent by out hustling him. Called what? Putting out good music. 50 ain't want his artist to shine. Rick Ross made sure his artist was shining. He did everything opposite of 50 Cent to win. 50 Cent was the aggressor. Rick Ross fell back. Y'all don't understand the art of the yin and the yang. Y'all don't understand life itself. You know why? Because you're stupid. That's why you're always going to lose. That's why you're always going to be a target. That's why you're always going to be a victim. That's why you're always going to be crying. And all that adds up to female tendencies. In your feelings. 50 Cent still in his feelings with stars right now. Because it seemed like 50 is another one. He get in position, he start winning, and then he start getting arrogant. And you'll see the same cycle over and over and over again. Jimmy Iovine put him on, but he got to a level he felt like he could diss Jimmy Iovine. So you know what Jimmy Iovine did? Cut his water off. And 50 has never had a hit record. He has never had a sound. 50 actually still raps like he back in the day. He got the same voice, same swag, same everything. Because he didn't know how to upgrade his catalog. He didn't know how to upstep his game. I can't take nothing away from what 50 Cent did. I studied all this for a minute. I've been around. 50 Cent came up off of dissing people. 50 Cent was hating on Ja Rule for singing. Then he started singing. Let's look at Murder, Inc. Did Ja Rule and Irv Gotti, they had a lot of real people running with them. That's what people don't understand. Y'all heard about Supreme Team, real getting money team from Queens, real dudes. Ja Rule also had Bloods running with him. Salute to Cadillac Ty, people like Cadillac Ty, Black Child, it's a few others. Y'all know Ashanti, very successful. What 50 Cent do? Did he not try to go get Olivia? That was a failure. Did he not try to go get Olivia? He tried to get Maze. He tried to have, And Yayo was the one who always helped 50 down in the street. A lot of people don't know that. Yayo was his muscle. Lloyd Banks had them bars. Lloyd Banks had that heat. Lloyd Banks was that dude. At one point, if it wasn't for Lloyd Banks and them with them mixtapes, 50 wouldn't have made it that far. We know before that Smurf Bangham was putting in mad work. Let me not forget Smurf Bangham. Smurf Bangham put in mad work for that dude. Fighting wars, all type of stuff. Little dude. Did he not shit on Smurf? Shit on Smurf. Smurf and his homie Domination. They was holding him down in the streets, real smoke. He shitted on them. Eventually, as time went on, he tried to shit on Lloyd Banks, tried to play him. Remember? Tried to diss Lloyd Banks, call him lazy, all type, try to disrespect him in public. Try to diss Yayo. And we ain't gonna talk about Young Buck. Young Buck actually played himself. But Young Buck showed us how a man can have female tendencies when he was on that phone crying with 50, crying, 50. Crying after he finished crying, dissing 50, Young Buck another one. He wanted to diss 50, left 50 alone, then came back to 50. Then left again, dissed 50 again, and then got caught with mad trannies. I'm showing you suspect ass niggas. I'm showing you dudes with a pattern of being suckers. So my point is, when it was all said and done, not only during all this time, all of a sudden, Murder Inc., the feds run down on him. And then 50 start capitalizing off that situation because now Murder Inc. out the way. You're going to see after that, just go back into your history. You'll see when Murder Inc. failed, you're going to see that's when 50 Cent started stepping up his singing career. For people that know. So my point is, all of that hating, all that beef with 50 did, where's he at now? And people also forget, did 50 Cent not claim for bankruptcy because he had a lot of money, people trying to sue him for his bread? Let's also get into another situation. Was after his rap career fell off the first time, did he not link up with Money Mayweather? He linked up with Money Mayweather trying to get his bag right. You got to remember your history. I told you, this is what I'm going to show y'all the point. How people got a short memory span. When 50 got sued and he had to file bankruptcy and all that, and people saying he was broke. I'm not going to say he was broke. But my point is, when his rap career started fizzling out, because I remember that when his rap career was fizzling out, that's when he had the beef with Jimmy Iovine. That had an Interscope Records. He was throwing little slick shots at Dre and them over the headphone. My point is, a little bit before that, my point is you're going to see it was a pattern. When his career wasn't popping, he got with Mayweather and tried to act like he was all into boxing. Remember? What happened? Did he not fall out with Mayweather? Then what did he do? Try to expose Mayweather? Did he not try to expose Mayweather after chilling with that man in Mayweather house, chilling? Money team this, money team that. Did 50 Cent not get his feelings, act like a bitch, and then try to expose Mayweather? I'll wait. After that, what happened to Mayweather? What happened to 50? Did Mayweather not go through the roof and start getting way more money and more money and more money? Like a hustler? Big ass pay-per-view fights? What 50 do? Hate? See, some niggas are haters. And some dudes, they'll be up in your circle to act like they're your friend, but they can't wait to hate on you. They can't wait to try to so-called expose you. That's all they waiting for is to expose you. Or allegedly, they want to come in your life, try to learn how you live, see how you do things, but they're really on your dick. But they want to be around you, learn how you see what you eat for breakfast. They want to see, what you wear at night. They want to be all around your circle, meet all your friends, your family, be smiling and grinning, and they wait for one thing to fall out with you and then call themselves exposing you. I'm going to show you this pattern, and I'm going to show you how 50 Cent is one of the people that started all this. Teach y'all something. So that's why you see dudes, remember, let's remember, it's always mostly men that do this, not females. Now, we know females expose other females, but let's be a band. Let's keep it a bando. You heard? Let's keep it 1,000. Is it not always mostly men trying to expose other men? Now, which one is it more, men or women? Who's doing it the most? Y'all tell me. It's always a man that's mostly in their feelings trying to expose another man. And not only do they try to expose other men, they think when they expose another man, it makes them look better. Like people are gonna say, come rock with me now. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, look at him. He this, he that, he third. Now come hang with me. That shit don't work. But I'm gonna show you a pattern of 50 Cent came out as a hater, how to rob, talking about niggas he don't even know. Now that would be called clout chasing, hating on Ja Rule. For those that don't know, Ja Rule mad short. 50 was mad big, try to sucker punch him, come up off of him. You know what I'm saying? Then after he's talked about the man, next thing you know, he want to sing songs. That beef 50 Cent got with P. Diddy to this day, a lot of that's over Mace, another man. I'm trying to show you these dudes be suspect. He tried to diss his own team. He already dissed the whole G Unit. got with Mayweather, dissed him, tried to expose RickRoss. But everybody I said is still just about doing better than him. Definitely RickRoss and definitely Money Mayweather. And 50 caused success with power. But when he got money off of power, but y'all got to understand how that TV worked. A lot of people was in his pocket. A lot of directors paying the actors, stars getting their bread. He was getting money, but it's a different type of money that other people were getting. You know his money ain't nowhere near Mayweather. So I'm going to show you how the era of trying to diss somebody for a come up or calling yourself exposing somebody, the shit don't work. All you're going to do at the end is be stuck and nobody going to fuck with you anyway. Because everybody going to see you the type of person that try to turn on people. You the type of person, you always running your mouth. You always exposing somebody. And then when they start really looking at you, they're going to say, you know what? This motherfucker ain't even got no talent. They boring. They talk stupid. If it's in a rap game, you know you got to have a lot of talent. You got to have skills. You understand? I don't care what playing field it is. People going to see it when they sit back and say, yo, okay, we listen to you. You expose this person, expose that person. Now what you got to talk about? And they're going to see that this motherfucker's stupid. He's a hater. That's how the game works. So my point is, if you're going to fall out with somebody and you call yourself exposing them, say what you got to say. But after that, then what you going to do? You're going to just keep going on? That's when it starts turning into male stalking. That's when it starts turning into you got female tendencies, suspect behavior. And it looked like you start looking like a scorned, bitter ex-girlfriend. Because when real dudes fall out, when real men fall out, man, they just keep it moving in their direction. They just cut whoever they cut the dude off, cut him off. Keep it pushing, get back on the grind. And when you get on your grind, your work speaks for itself. If you want to shit on your enemy, be successful. That's how you shit on your ops. That's how you shit on your haters, by being successful. Like in the movie American Gangster, what they say. He told Frank Lucas, he said, your success took a shot. So what you going to do now? Become unsuccessful? So when you're successful, your success is going to take a shot, meaning people are going to try to expose you. People are going to try to play you. They're going to try to diss you. People are going to turn on you. But what you going to do? You going to feed off of that? Or you going to be more successful? Because your success will take a shot. That's how you know when you're winning, when you're doing something right, when you got haters. That's why I said I love haters. I like to keep a lot of haters around because they push me to being more successful. I get bored. I get lazy. And what I mean by getting lazy, when something ain't no fun, I don't want to do it no more. So I'm going to show you something. When you playing with somebody that's real, or you call yourself exposing, or whatever you call yourself doing, when you call yourself trying to make somebody unsuccessful, that's what I'm trying to tell you. It's not going to work. That's when it goes into the slander campaign. That's when it goes into people start lying and making up stories. They're trying to do whatever they can to make you unsuccessful, but it won't work. Then they get so mad. And then when the smoke clear, you sit back, you'll say, you know what? That person ain't even got no fucking talent anyway. They lame. They fucking corny. Oh, now I see why you was hating. This is another sickness, another disease of mental health issues. It's called being a fucking hater. And some niggas got a PhD. Some niggas be sipping on that haterade daily. And you always going to see it's now time it's a man focused on another fucking man. You don't really see a man and a woman beefing like that. You rarely see two women going at it. Even when women go at it, they'll go at it for a little while, they'll leave it alone. But you're always going to see a man, especially you got men that actually study you, watch you, and then call themselves exposing you. But the whole time they watch you on your dick. They don't even know they're a Frank watcher. Excuse my words, ladies, and my ladies that's listening. Excuse me. But I'm ranting right now, but at the same time, I'm spitting straight facts. So that's why I told you, a person that's not real, you can't make them real. Just like a person that's thorough, you can't make them be a fraud. And some people are built to take whatever you got to dish out. That's why I salute the people that no matter what people say about them, they stay on their grind and keep it pushing. Because once you become successful, you can't let a fucking hating ass lame make you become unsuccessful. The only way they can do that is what? You got to get them life. That's just how it go. We call them energy vampires. Energy vamps is what they call. My point is, these are the same so-called men that be in their feelings. Very, very sensitive. Female tendencies. So I'm telling y'all, when you got a problem, it's okay to, you know what I'm saying, disagree. Even if you don't rock with somebody no more, you just let it be. You can say, fuck you, motherfucker, fuck you, a bitch ass nigga, whatever. Get it off your chest. That's why I say get that hate out your chest. You let it all out. But after you let it out, just let it be. Keep it moving. If you don't got enough anger to want to do something to them, and you know what I'm saying, if you know what I'm saying, let it be. Or sometimes you might got to rest on a couple of days, and you'll see, man, it wasn't even that serious. It ain't that serious. You know what I'm saying? I still ain't rocking with them though, but that shit ain't that serious. You got to give certain things time. That's all I'm saying. So I'm just saying this to say that the days of exposing somebody for your come up, that shit ain't gonna work no more. That's why you'll see a lot of people that was at a certain level. They tried that shit and it didn't work. Now you see where they at right now. Sometimes you actually can get blackballed when you play that game, because the person you trying to make unsuccessful got so much love that the love they got turns against you and people start hating you. That's how the game go. It's just how it go. It's very, very tricky. But my point is, people gonna rock with who they rock with. What up, Rock? What up, Roski? People are gonna rock with who they rock with, man. There's nothing we could do about that. Nothing. So that's all I'm saying. When you doing your thing and people hating on you, or people do foul stuff, you can address it, but you got to understand that person's actually trying to make you unsuccessful. What it's called, they're trying to throw you off your path. So my point is, everything 50 Cent did to RickRoss, exposing them with that picture, the shit didn't work. It might have worked for a little while, and you got to remember, these are days of World Star. So you got to remember, World Star was the era for what? Exposing people, putting hands and feet. Let's go back to Charlemagne. Do y'all remember? My people remember that. Go back. Y'all remember when Charlemagne got beat up outside Hot 97? Or should I say Power 105? My bad. Remember when Charlemagne was talking greasy about Lil' Kim, and we seen Charlemagne on camera get chased like a bitch, punched in the head. What happened to Charlemagne's career after that? Did he not blow up even more? Is Charlemagne still not winning? Or did he fall off after that punch in the back of the head? Lil' Kim allegedly sent that hit on Charlemagne. Let's look what Charlemagne at now. Let's look at what Lil' Kim at right now. I'm showing you a pattern. And I'm the same sign as 50 Cent, and I'm the same sign as Lil' Kim. I know what I'm talking about. And Charlemagne too. They all three of them are cancers. But my point is this. I'm going to show you a pattern how when you're trying to make somebody unsuccessful, you actually can help them become greater. Because you are the one that put the adversity in front of them for them to overcome. So when they overcome that adversity you try to do, you're going to make them look even stronger. You got to know what you're dealing with. So I'm just telling you that game is over with. That's like right now, if I diss a lame ass dude right now, a lot of people gonna want to know who I'm talking about. And then you're gonna give him a listening ear, and he gonna think he getting somewhere off of that. But after a while, when it play out, That's the same lame that's going to be sitting doing nothing. Now he got to find another victim to come at. And then that's when it starts turning into stalking activity. Because now you got to sit there and watch a man and try to fall out with him or call yourself exposing him, and then you're going to go to another man. My point is this. It's all a waste of time. That's why I always tell you, ain't no real woman going to respect that. That's all I'm saying. Has 50 Cent also had a lot of female problems his whole career? He got one now, I guess. But you see what I'm saying? I'm going to show you a pattern, man. But anyway, Rick Ross has come out and spoke about how, you know, he was a CO, the big homies from his hood. It's a documentary called Miami Yayo. Came out a while ago. And a lot of the dudes from his neighborhood that was getting big money, he was affiliated with them. And you know what I'm saying? Those are the big homies that told him he need to be a CO. You know what I'm saying? He basically need to get cleaned up, be clean. And I'm also pretty sure they wanted him to bring that work within them jails, allegedly. But he ain't make it. He ain't make it too far. So that's what happened to Rick Ross. But Rick Ross finally decided to sit down and speak his truth. But my whole point is, we seen when 50 pulled that move on him, it worked for a little while, but the shit didn't work forever. Because we see what Rick Ross at, and we see what 50 Cent at. That's all I'm saying. And it's not about me picking no side. I'm just speaking what's real, because it's a learning lesson within this. And the lesson to learn is you can't make somebody unsuccessful, no matter what you do. That person has to make themselves unsuccessful. You can't do it. That's just how it goes. It's the same way at a job. Let's say you call yourself get somebody fired, but you might get them fired from that job. They might go somewhere and get a better job. You actually helped them out when you got them fired. You understand? I'm going to show you how this shit works. Only a person can make themselves unsuccessful or a failure. You can't do it. But like I said, it is entertaining. It is funny. It is cool for a little while, but it's going to get played out. And it's not going to help you out. That's all I'm saying. Moving right along. You see this dude on the screen right here? This dude was killed in a North Carolina penitentiary. A couple of days ago, a female got killed in a North Carolina penitentiary, beat to death. But this man, they did him super dirty because he got 31 years for murdering a 2-year-old girl. But people don't know about North Carolina prisons. It's a lot of gangs in their prisons too. A lot of gangs. A lot of gangs. A lot of Bloods, a lot of Crips. And, you know, North Carolina prisons are very raw, and I'm just telling you, it's very nasty. A lot of people from all over be locked up. You got a lot of people from New York locked up down there, people from all over locked up in North Carolina. Even the people that's from down there be wild. So it's a lot of gang activity in the prison. But this dude right here, he got killed for murdering a 2-year-old. So by the time he got in the jail, he went up north. He thought he was going to do his time, and they did him dirty. Another thing you got to understand, back to the correctional officer CO thing, you got some COs that know his charge, and when they start beating them up, the CO will turn their head, act like they don't know what's going on. Because some COs actually will do you dirty too. Not only will some COs do you dirty, I'm gonna be real, you got some COs that it's just a job, and some of them side with the inmates in certain circumstances. Meaning, if you got some COs, they got kids. So if you come to jail for being a Chester, harming a kid, when you keep getting beat up, that CO ain't gonna care. He might not even put the paperwork in. He don't care because he don't like you anyway. But he got to do his job. Now you got some COs that in their mind they are police and they take their job to the highest level, like a cop. But you got some COs understand it's just a job, and some COs actually have compassion for good inmates that really just got dealt a bad hand, and they do try to help inmates, because we got to remember this. We might talk about COs, but let's be real. if some COs wasn't good, meaning some brothers locked up when had nobody looking out for them. See, some of the good COs, they actually look out for some brothers that's locked up. Make sure they straight, make sure they got, you know what I'm saying, certain things, make sure, you know what I'm saying, they make sure they get their job locked, you know what I'm saying? Good COs actually help brothers get through their bid a little easier. Then you got them fucked up COs that give the inmates hell and make it worse. So you got different type of COs. So I look at COs different, and I do understand. Then you got dirty COs. You got dirty COs that get their job just to do dirt. They understand the economics of in jail, how they can sell a cigarette for $10, and they want to get in there and start breaking them cartons down, so selling that tobacco. They know they might make $1,000 off an ounce of weed, $5,000 off an ounce of coke, and they get them CO jobs just so they can make that money behind that G-wall, just so they can big that money up. That's called a dirty CO. You got dirty COs that be beating up inmates for no reason. You got COs put a gang member in another gang member on purpose. So it's all different type of COs. But my point is, if it wasn't for some of our people becoming COs, some of our people locked up actually wouldn't have no type of protection. So you got good COs, you got bad COs. That's all I'm saying. But this inmate right here that got killed, some people might feel like he deserved what he got because he murdered a 2-year-old girl. Salute. See? So you got foul individuals out here. That's how it go down. And salute to ASAP Arthur for sending me this yesterday. Because I forgot to speak on it yesterday, man. But also salute to Rondell for covering this story. I seen that this morning when I logged on. But this is an example of what you got. Different type of people that's locked up. See, everybody that's locked up ain't bad. Some people just made bad mistakes, bad choices, bad decisions. Some people got dealt a bad hand. But then you got niggas like this. They killed a 2-year-old. They get what they're supposed to get. And my point is this. He must have thought he was going to do his 31 years and be straight. But the inmates, it's called street justice. They didn't approve of him. And I told you that's why some people hate gangs, because one thing about certain gangs, certain things ain't going to be tolerated. Just like I told, you know what I'm saying, we had a conversation a while ago. You can say what you want. You can talk what you want to talk. Look at how your neighborhood is now. Then look at your neighborhood when the gangs was on the block. Remember when niggas was posted up in the hood? You know, whatever hood you from, whatever hood you've been around, whether it was Blood, Crip. Remember when before the pandemic you had a lot of homies on the block, a lot of bros on the block posted up, getting their money, trapping. Yeah, they might bust some shots in the air. It might be a little shooting here and there. My point is, was the hood not more safer from the rapists, the elderly's getting robbed, the Chesters, people coming to your neighborhood, stealing your Cadillac converter, breaking in your car. You see, when you got a neighborhood of full-time gangbanging, whether we like it or not, those gangbangers actually be the ones on foot patrol, patrolling the neighborhood, making sure that the people that live in the neighborhood are safe to an extent. One thing you can understand about when you got gang activity on neighborhood, nobody from out of that neighborhood is going to come to that neighborhood and do nothing. That's how it works. See, some of us understand these things, how this whole street thing works. Now you'll see how some of these same neighborhoods are, because remember, a lot of people got locked up, a lot of gangs got indicted, a lot of hustlers ain't on the block no more. It's all quiet now, it's shut down. So now you see people that you don't even know walking in your neighborhood with masks on, weirdos. But before, if the homie was on the block, he'd be like, yo, where you going at? Who you? Where you from? What you doing around here? and then it would got violated. When the gang's on the block, somebody gonna be out till like 3, 4, 5 in the morning trapping. So you ain't gonna be able to sneak in the hood and steal no Cadillac converter, breaking nobody's car, because niggas on the block watching, ready. But when they shut everything down and started locking up a lot of gang members, and you're gonna see what happened. That's why I told the gang bangers are the front line of defense for the hood, whether we like it or not. And remember, you got bad apples in every bunch. That's all I'm saying. I know gangbangers, alleged gangbangers. I knew gangbangers that did nothing but go to work and come home and take care of their kids. But if you mess with them or you mess with their family, that's when they're gonna start gangbanging on your ass. I know in life, I've been with a lot of so-called gangbangers that had some of the most purest hearts ever. Most purest heart, give you the shit off their back, make sure you straight, whatever. You name it. See, because I know how real gangsters do. I don't get up in all that hype. I'm gonna talk about certain things that gangs do, and I'm not bigging it up. I'm not glorifying it, none of that. But people don't understand that because they never lived that life. That's like if you in a gang, right, and one of the bros doing bad or fell on hard times, whatever, the homie will offer somewhere for you to stay at. The homie job will be to make sure you got somewhere to stay at, you and your family. If they got to put up money for you to be in a hotel, that's what the homie gonna do. If you got to go grocery shopping, you ain't got no car, the homie gonna pull up, make sure you go get them groceries for your child. If you short, the homie might make sure you got Pampers, all type of stuff, and they don't want nothing back in return. Because that's what brothers do. That's how some homies get down. It's different levels, man. It's just that when the ignorance set in and we see a lot of stuff, see, I'm talking about real gangbangers that understand their job and what they're supposed to be doing with their community and with their life. I'm not talking about no nigga that's a rapper and he called himself a gangbanger, but you understand? I'm not talking about that. I told you within everything is bad apples. I'm talking about the people that really, like, we know, we was taught what the real meaning of Crip mean. When a real Crip lived that out, that's a real Crip. When he really taking care of his neighborhood, that's a real Crip. For those that know what blood mean, when you see a real blood actually doing what he's supposed to do, when he really going according to what he's supposed to do, that's a man that's going to be looking out for his brothers and sisters no matter what. And the gunplay and all that only supposed to happen when you violate, when you out of pocket, when you in the wrong neighborhood, wrong time, up to no good. When you mess with the wrong person, that's where the gangbanging coming at. When you try to stop the bag, that's where the gangbanging coming at. But most of the time, you got brothers having fun, having some of the most funnest times of their life. But see, some people don't know about. They don't know about a brotherhood. Some things actually is a brotherhood. But what I'm saying now is all that shit, a lot of that shit played out. But my point is, I don't know no gang that's going to tolerate a Chester. That's my point. I never met a gangbanger that co-signed Chester activity. And any gangbanger I know or knew, if you told them that this boy over here was doing some foul behavior, they're going to say, where he at right now? And he ain't going to be able to make it. So I understand why some people don't like gangs. Because one thing about gangs, they're going to deal with issues straight up. They ain't going to play. I don't care. You name a Mexican gang, you name any gang. You mess with the wrong person, you do some foul shit, they're going to come see you. That's all I'm saying. And it's sad to say, and like I said, I'm not glorifying that. That's the only time I actually seen brothers come together as a unit and actually show real love and actually prosper and you know what I'm saying, get certain things accomplished. Because right now, niggas can't come together no matter what. But my point is, like I said, some of these things I'm talking about is a thing of the past, but I want to show you how a lot of time gangs are always the scapegoat for everybody else bullshit. Whenever something messed up in the hood, all you got to do is blame it on the gangs. That's it. But one thing you can't blame on a gang is Chester activity. You can never blame that on no damn gang because gangs don't condone that behavior. You mess with a child, they gonna smoke your ass. So that's what's gonna happen. Period. And we already know that what? Gangs allegedly was police biggest enemy. But we neither here nor there. Because, like I said, that stuff played out. I'm gonna give a disclaimer. I'm not glorifying it. I'm just talking what's real to me right now, what I know. But this man right here, he got dealt with a thing called street justice for murdering a 2-year-old, and that nigga's in the dirt right now. So it is what it is. Also, on top of that, you know what I'm saying, I'm gonna piggyback off of this story because this is other breaking news. Now, check this out. A woman's son, a Texas woman, Dallas, Texas, her son shot himself in the head with her gun. She lied to the police and said that the baby got shot in the head from road rage because it happened in a car. You know, she was driving, whatever. I don't know if she was going on a trip, but the mother was driving. You know, she had a pistol in the car. She didn't have a child safety lock on the pistol. Her kids wasn't strapped in. They was running, jumping all around the back seat, playing around, doing the most while she driving. And the 3-year-old baby boy somehow got his hands on her gun and shot himself in the head. Then she lied to the police and said it was a road rage incident. But what happened was, when the police went to do their homework and they went to the scene where she said it happened, that they didn't see no evidence of a road rage incident, a road rage shootout. And we also got to understand it's cameras on all roads. So they didn't see no evidence, or they didn't see no proof when they went back to the scene. And then they also did the ballistics on the child's head, and they found gunpowder residue on his head. Gun smoke, gunpowder. So that's when they knew she was lying. Then after that, you know, basically when they first locked her up, the first thing they did, when they went into her car, the first thing they did when they went in her glove compartment, they seen she had a gun without a child safety lock on it. So that's what made them suspicious from the rip. But after they presented the facts, basically why your baby got gunpowder on his head, why he got gun smoke on the top of his head, then she confessed and broke down and told the truth. And that's when she told they was playing in the car and she heard a gunshot go off. And she didn't have no child safety. So first she tried to lie and said the baby got shot in the head in a road rage incident. But when they backtracked and they did their homework real quick, they pulled back up on and said, "You're lying." Then she told the real story that the baby was playing around. The babies was playing around and got the gun. Top of the top, bro. Grown man talk in the building. So we seeing a trend. Remember the other day, 3-year-old baby in Memphis allegedly shot himself with an AR-15. Now in Texas, 3-year-old boy playing around, shot himself in the head. Now, we have always heard of these type of mistakes, but we never heard children that's 3 years old shooting themselves by mistake. 3. It was crazy when I thought about this, about when I was younger. The first time I saw a gun was on my brother's bed, and I was 8. It was a Chrome 2.5. I remember I did pick it up, but I remember even when I was 8, that gun, it felt kind of heavy. But anyway, I just know I picked it up and I put it back down real quick. That's the same exact way when my brother was weighing up some drugs. I was young. I went in the room. I see he had a whole bunch of stuff wrapped up in aluminum foil. As I got older, I learned what it was. It was that blow. You know what I'm saying? But when I was young, I remember seeing it and I put it down. I was one of them type of kids too, mischievous. You know what I'm saying? So I fought my brother work a couple times, but I look at it now, I was smart enough to always know, put that shit back down. Because I can't say growing up, we was taught certain things and we actually were scared of guns and we were scared of drugs. I know I was. When I seen crack and the crack vial, that shit was scary to me. I don't know why, because I thought about a crackhead, and to me, I thought a crackhead was like a zombie, and I knew that crack turned you into a zombie, so I was scared of crack when I was little. I think I seen an episode of something back in the day with a gun, and I think when I was young, I was scared of guns, so I picked the gun up and I put it back down, but I was 8. But I look at it now, maybe I could, you know what I'm saying? I could have shot myself back then, but my point is this: kids now, they don't look at it, they're not scared of them, you know, because like I said, it's promoted. Before I was 8 years old, I wasn't playing Grand Theft Auto. I wasn't playing no games dealing with no fucking big ass gun. So these kids see all these video games with guns, then they get curious, and then they pick up a gun. Boom. Now remember, we did grow up playing cops and robbers. We did have cap guns. We did play with water guns. But most of us knew about guns, you know what I'm saying? But the fact of the matter is, if you do got licensed pistols, not only do they got to make sure you got them put up, you got to make sure you got that child safety lock on them at all times. Because this woman was in a car with her kids and they still shot themselves playing around with the gun. I don't know how it happened. Don't ask me, but that's the story. That's the story. Also, a LA rapper, a lame ass LA rapper, because I told you rappers the new name for weirdo and stuff like that. A LA rapper had a cup of piss, a cup of urine, and he poured it on Nipsey Hussle's grave. He poured it on, he poured it on that man's tombstone. He poured it on the man's grave. Had piss in a cup, went to his grave and poured it on it. And this dude is a lame. His name is GBO Gaston. His name is GBO Gaston. Seem like a lot of lame niggas have that last name, Gaston. This is not a lie. It gets no crazier than that. This nigga clout chasing. A clout chasing ass nigga. Went to Nipsey Hussle grave and had to pee. He didn't whip out and pee on it. He had to pee in a cup and poured the pee on that man's grave while he recording it. Like I said, in his mind, that's gonna get him some clout. He's gonna get somewhere. But we already know it's mad people not gonna respect you off of that. So I'm showing you the behavior and the mindset of these fucking sick ass niggas. They think when they disrespect somebody else, it's gonna benefit them. Who is gonna respect a man that pours piss on a dead person's grave? He's actually gonna have more enemies than friends after that. Nobody's gonna download his music. Nobody's gonna listen to him. Nobody's gonna care. He's not gonna book a show. So what is he gonna get out of the whole situation? Yeah, like I said, it's entertaining now. Meaning, it's people gonna look into it. People gonna have an opinion. People gonna say, "Oh, that's messed up. Who is this dude?" But is that gonna make people download his music? And if they do, that nigga better have some fire ass music. But 9 times out of 10, I already know he don't. Because guess what? When you make good music, you don't gotta go around pouring piss on nobody's grave. You don't gotta clout chase. Your work speak for itself. So I told you, we live in a time now where you're always going to hear people talking about pissing on people's grave. People going to be talking about smoking their ops. But at the end of the day, you'll see the people that do this the most don't have no talent. They don't have nothing going on. They fucking weirdos. And that's the world we living in now. And I'm going to say it again. Disrespecting somebody else is not going to make you successful. We had the conversation about the real world and the fake world. A lot of y'all are caught up in this internet world, the metaverse, and you don't understand in the real world, people don't respect shit like that. They don't respect it. They might say, "Ooh, wow, shock value." but they're not going to respect it. You're not going to make a penny off a person that's seeing you pour a piss on Nipsey Hussle's grave. What else he got to worry about? He also got to worry about if he ever does do a show or get successful, all the Nipsey Hussle peoples and the people that love him is going to try to kill him. Because when you violate certain people, sometimes these people forget what they did, and somewhere down the line, they get caught slipping. Because some people never going to forget when you do something foul or you say something foul out your mouth. They're going to see you. And it's always better to catch you slipping when the camera is not on. And when you out of your element and you forgot what you did. That's how I go. That's what's called payback. That's what I'm trying to tell y'all. And this year, you're going to see a lot of payback. Remember what I tell you. You're going to see a lot of payback. You know why? Because soon it ain't going to be nothing else to do. But this lame-ass dude, I didn't want to say his name neither. His name is GBO Gaston. That's his name. He's an LA rapper. And this clown-ass nigga poured pee on Nipsey Hussle's grave. So now we see where the world is going. We see that when they say they do anything for clout, they do anything for clout. I don't know what people keep thinking this internet is going to do for their life. I don't get it. I don't know what these niggas would do to get a stream. But it just shows us that a lot of people that grew up on medication, they all online now. That's what I see. And like I'm going to say it again, this is the moral of the story. You always are going to see nowadays, a lot of time, you're going to see a lot of men dealing with most of this weird behavior more than females, more than women. Now, we know women has been, for long, we've been calling women ratchet. We've been calling them all type of stuff. But for some reason, it seemed like women starting to tone down a little bit. They starting to calm down just a little bit. And now we see men starting to lose it. And men are becoming ratchet and gossipy, bickering, cat fighting, emotional. We see what's going on. I'm not making this up. I'm just telling you what I see. When you study life itself, you see it for what it is. All I'm saying is, a lot of men, you gotta look, man. I know a lot of men probably wearing tight drawers and all that, but some of y'all need to go back to wearing boxers. You know what I'm saying? Because what's happening is your testicles are starting to go up inside of you. And like that man, and like Uncle Ken said, right? A lot of you dudes are starting to develop ovaries. I'm being real with you. I'm not making this up. I think wearing these tight pants, a lot of dudes are wearing tightness around their crotch, and it's actually making them feminine. I'm really starting to think that. I'm starting to think it went beyond fashion. I'm starting to think a lot of this tightness actually been doing something to the male hormones. I'm starting to think that. I don't know. I spoke about on the show yesterday why I don't like to be on the gram. You know why I like to be on the gram, to tell the truth with y'all? Hey, man, people might be pissed off, but guess what? I don't care. It'd be too many men co-signing other men and watching too many other men online. That's why I don't really like Instagram no more. And if it ain't that, it's just a lot of bullshit. But I'm going to tell you what I said yesterday, because some of y'all ain't hear it. I was scrolling through my timeline on Instagram, and Wiz Khalifa popped up working out in the gym. The nigga was working out with some tight-ass shorts on. I'm talking about, looked like he had on boxers. Looked like, the tight boxers. Some of us got them in the stash that we wear for our chick. Long story short, nigga had on tight boxers, a tight-ass tank top, small, pumping, lifting weights. I see Fabulous like the picture. He had 500,000 likes or views, something like that. And I seen Fabulous liked it. And then, you go to your timeline, you see another picture. I see another picture of him. Jim Jones liked the picture. And in my mind, like, why is men liking a picture of another man working out in fucking Speedos? What the fuck is wrong with y'all? But y'all gangster. Y'all thorough. I didn't see a woman. I didn't see Megan Thee Stallion liked the picture. I didn't see Nicki Minaj. You know how to like it. It tells you who liked the picture when you scroll, and you know what I'm talking about. Jim Jones liked the picture. Fabulous liked the picture. But it ain't like I seen, Cardi liked the picture. It was always a man watching another man. Now, what the fuck is a man watching another man work out? Now, on top of that, I understand when I go to the gym, when a man goes to the gym, he's supposed to put on jogger pants. Oh, that's old school now, okay. Niggas used to put on jogging pants, a baggy t-shirt, something that you could sweat in and be all right. That's how a man work out. At least got to have on some jogging pants, bro. Why is you working out in basically your drawers? And when I seen that, man, I said, I got to get the fuck off Instagram. I had to log off that shit, man. Telling you, that's some of you dudes, I'm telling you, you watching men too much. You watching men on all fucking platforms, and you don't even understand you're showing female tendencies because you always co-signing another man. You always in your feelings. You dudes are making yourself feminine and you don't even know it. So if anybody like that Wiz Khalifa picture, shame on you. Shame on you. No disrespect to nobody. But it is what it is. I'm just saying, man. It's okay to like a bro picture, but that ain't the picture you're supposed to be liking. Because it looked like he was purposely putting that workout on just to get a certain type of likes. Now, we know women go with that tight, bro, with that sports bra on and they tight shorts. Yeah. But ain't no man supposed to be working out like that and filming it. And then working out in all different type of positions. Come on, man. And the first person I see Fabulous like that picture. I seen Jim Jones like another picture. Man, I said these men watching another man work out. Shit is sick. But these dudes, they real. These dudes, they thorough. We supposed to listen to them. Jim Jones had a chick try to marry him. He didn't want to marry Chrissy. He thought that was less of a man. He with her all this time, but he didn't want to marry her. That's less of a man. She tried to marry that nigga. She proposed to him like he's the bitch. And let's keep it real about Fabulous. They say Fabulous did Emily B dirty. Allegedly beating on her, getting caught cheating on her. If most of us had Emily B, we'd be straight. If most of us would have had Chrissy, we would have been straight. These two dudes that obviously don't want to be with their woman for real. I don't know, but these niggas are suspect. That's all I'm saying, man. You niggas be sitting here watching other men work out. You should be ashamed of yourself. It is what it is. And yesterday was the last day of Women's Month, so I get it. A lot of y'all dudes was trying to show support to the women by dealing with female tendencies. You niggas are weird. Telling you, man. Y'all niggas throwing up y'all testosterone levels. And your testosterone is turning into estrogen. Especially if you take workout. If you take some of that workout stuff, little do you know, some of y'all are developing estrogen. And you're becoming feminine and you don't even know it. And you indulging in too much soy products. And you got estrogen. It's not hard to see. But anyway, man, each his own. Shout out to the Rainbow Gang. You know what I'm saying? Because some of these dudes, they really want to be down with the Rainbow Gang. They just scared. I tell you what, if you get down with the Rainbow Gang, your career will be better. You ain't got to claim blood. You ain't got to claim Crip. You ain't got, man, get down with the Rainbow Gang, man. And you'll be all right. I promise you. Your career go to the whole nother level. Pure. You dudes keep playing around, man. Also, let's get back to this story. We know we've been talking about the smack of the week. Yeah, everybody been talking about it, but I'm going to touch up on it real quick. You know, they say that LAPD officers was ready to arrest Will Smith for smacking Chris Rock at the Oscars. Now, this was spoken about by a man, I forgot his name. He one of the Oscar organizers. They said that, you know, the LAPD officers was ready to arrest Will Smith And but they say Chris Rock waved him off. You know what I'm saying? Saying he was fine, he was all right. And the man there, his name is Will Packer. And they said the LAPD was backstage letting Chris know, if you want to press criminal charges, he can. And Chris Rock, he was like, nah, he good. So on that level, Chris Rock is a G. You know what I'm saying? He took that smack. And he ain't cry, press charges, none of that. But some people are going to say this is a fake story too. But I'm going to say if the smack was fake, why was LAPD backstage waiting? And, why did Chris Rock not want to press charges? But this is a fake story too. So I'm going to say allegedly, all right? Because he didn't get smacked for real. It was just acting. Also, this is something important. We spoke about this yesterday too. Biden announces the largest release of oil reserves in effort to curb the gasoline prices. Now we're going to chop this up. They say he's going to be releasing 1 million barrels a day for a minute. And I'm going into this story because once again, got into a debate with a clown ass nigga a while ago, a bozo, a straight fraud trolling ass nigga gonna try to tell me that America ain't got no oil. Now, for people that's smart, we already know oil comes from the ground right here in America. My people from Texas and way other places, y'all know what I'm talking about. But not only the oil that America, develops, we have a lot of oil put up in the stash called a reserve. And it's reserved for a crisis. Put it like this. Say tomorrow, next week, if every country had beef and fell out with us, said we ain't giving America no more oil, fuck them. Well, we got our own reserves to keep the country going. So I try to tell a lot of these dumb niggas. That's why you don't argue with these fools. I'm telling you, we got our own oil. The thing is, America is gangster, and we like to sit on our oil and use other people's oil. That's what we do. You see what I'm saying? Don't the bank owners got their own money, but they spend your money? The bank don't just give money to people. They give people your money. Get what I'm saying? If 1 million people take a withdrawal from Bank of America today, let's just say they're going to get a free $1 million in ATM fees. I'm just saying something small. Rondell, you know what I'm talking about. You work in a bank. Pardon me, I don't put your business out there, but I heard you put it out there. So we're going to talk politics, right? We're going to talk real. Banks make money, free money every day off you. So when somebody let's say somebody in Chicago go to get a loan, they're going to give them your money. You know what I'm saying? My point is, that's how the country works. People are stupid. Banks give out your money. When you see a business when you see that building getting built and they say they got the money from this particular bank, that's your money. They don't dig in it. The bank owners don't dig in the stash and go in a vault and pull out some money they got put up. No, that's your money. Meaning they use the money of the people when they make investments. That's your money. The same thing how the country works. When you see look, man, we spend other people's oil. We do business with other people, but we sit on our own stash. So allegedly, when we seen that stuff with Saddam, all this stuff, George Bush was deboning oil, that oil got deboned and it went in our reserves. That's where it went at, gangster. That's what we do. Because if everybody in the world turn on America tomorrow, we got to have our own stash. It's the same way with the gold. Our gold is in the reserves. Some people say it actually ain't nothing in Fort Knox. But we do got our own gold. Somebody's sitting on we got our own gold. But we do business and politics with other people's stuff. It's a saying called OPM, other people's money. And it's an art to hustling, and it's an art to being rich. You're gonna understand rich people spend other people's money. They don't spend their money, they spend other people's money. Now let's look at it. You a civilian, a regular person, you gotta go shop and buy clothes. When you rich, people give you clothes for free. You spend your money to buy jewelry, diamonds and ice. Entertainers get jewelry for free because they go and market and promote it. Rich people are some of the most stingiest, petty people on the planet. That's how they stay rich. But they get off on other people's money. That's how it works. So when Joe Biden told the world that he's going to dig in the stash and they're going to let loose 1 million barrels a day to deal with this oil situation, this gas price, he let you know we got the bag, we got the stash put up. But some of us already looking at this like he might be doing this to get some clout because his name been mud, so he trying to get some clout. But we also know that we know some of us know the game of, nigga, you the one that jacked up the prices. Now you want to make it look like you saving the day. So some of us know he playing games, but the point of the matter is Joe is digging in the stash to pull that. He pulling out, you know what I'm saying? He pulling out the big barrels. We got a lot of oil. And I'm making this in reference because a jackass try to say America ain't got their own oil. We ain't got no oil. That's why we got to go everywhere else. That's why we got to do business with everywhere else. You stupid. And the person that was talking that, they ain't even originally from this damn country. Man, I'm trying to tell you, man, some of you niggas need to stay offline. But you ain't going to do that. You're going to stay on all day. And you're probably watching right now. But at the end of the day, right? All y'all doing is showing y'all ignorance and y'all stupid ass behavior. And that's why a lot of you niggas ain't going to make it. Period. I already know what time it is. So don't let nobody lie to you. America got a lot of everything. A lot of everything. The whole thing is everybody ain't getting it. That's the only difference. They sitting on it. But we got everything. And a lot of stuff is ours. We just don't try to get it. But my point is this. I'm not gonna go all over the place. I'm just trying to tell you that we got our own oil reserves. You know, some of us just thought Saudi Arabia had all the oil. No, people say South America got the oil. They got all the oil. Man, it's oil all over the planet. That's how God designed it. Oil comes from natural resources out of the ground, fossil fuels, things like that. America, right here, many states got their own oil right in the ground, right here. But America is a corporation, and they do business, so they like to do business with other countries and finesse them out of their oil. And then they take some of that oil and put it in our stash. That's how it works. But that's just what's happening. So that's what's going on. Biden is releasing the largest amount of oil that's ever been released from the oil reserve. They say he's going to be releasing 1 million barrels a day. I don't know for how long, but that's what they say. So you should see the gas prices going down a little bit. We'll see. I'm going to be watching that tank. I'm going to be watching them gas pumps. Because right now it's in Cali, it's 6 and change. So we're going to see what happens. Other than that, man, salute to the chat. I see y'all doing y'all thing. I see y'all doing what it do. What up, D. Malley? That's right. When I was talking about that oil, I was thinking about the West Coast. You know what I'm saying? That's right. Oil in Montana. I'm gonna get it. I'm gonna shout out the chat. Right now, we cooking. That's what it is. Friday. I told you, some of these niggas ain't got no fucking job and they ain't never had shit to do. They ain't got no hustle. All they gonna do is sit and watch other men all day and ride nuts. That's all you gonna do. Worried about what I'm about to say next. Stay tuned, nigga. This for you. And I might start dissing everybody at the end of the show. I might just start going ham. Might start calling names, all that. Start violating. That's what y'all like. Y'all don't like when somebody being positive, minding their business. Y'all like that bullshit. So I might give you some bullshit right after this show. I might just go start dropping all these niggas' names. Some of you niggas, I'm gonna get at y'all my own time. Some of you niggas, I'm gonna get at y'all when I feel like at the right time, I'm gonna catch you slipping, I'm gonna get at you, nigga. I ain't giving no pass, nigga. Some of y'all gave passes too, but I ain't forget what you did, nigga. I'm gonna get at y'all. They niggas love that shit, man. Y'all niggas is pitiful, man. April Fools, nigga. You the fool, and it's April. And this episode 139, niggas. Salute to my women. Sorry, pardon me. But I told you, every now and then, you gotta let that ignorance out. You gotta get that hate out. And that's how you can live a good life, man. Period. Know what I'm saying? But the part I said with certain people I'm gonna get at them in my own time. I'm getting my stuff together. They probably, I know some of the bros be like, yo, why he ain't never get at so-and-so? Why he ain't never get at so-and-so? Man, y'all already handling that. Y'all already getting at them. Don't worry about it. Everybody get their day. You know, that's my slogan, man. Everybody get their day, man. Right now, we put in this work because you can't make somebody that's successful, you can't make them unsuccessful, nigga. Only a person that's successful can make themselves unsuccessful. When you understand that remedy, then you'll learn that when you hating, you just wasting your time. 50 Cent try to hate on Rick Ross. What did that do to 50 Cent rap career? Is Rick Ross still not winning? Is Rick Ross still not relevant? Did Rick Ross help Meek Mill become great? Who did 50 Cent help become great? I'm going to fall back on that one. Who did 50 Cent help become great? Chat lit up. Somebody in the chat, let me know something. Thank you. So I'm going to show you the characteristics of a hating ass nigga. 50 Cent is a cool dude. His birthday like 3 days after mine. You know what I'm saying? I respected his hustle. But he's a hater. Period. The nigga's a hater. His career was built off hate. How to rob an industry nigga. Nowadays, we would say that's clout chasing. If a dude right now and said how to rob the industry, and he started saying, I'm going to rob Lil Durk when I see him. I'm going to rob Gunna when I see him. I'm going to rob Snoop Dogg when if a nigga made that song right now, we say, man, look at this nigga clout chasing. Will we not say that? Well, that's how 50 Cent started his career. Then he tried to put hands on little baby Ja Rule. And then was hating on Ja Rule making singing songs that was working. Because even Ja Rule admitted out his mouth, him and Irv Gotti was on that E-pill, they was on that ecstasy, and they was in that booth, and they was bringing them songs to life. So that's what all you got to know. When you hear all them songs, all the Ja Rule hits, all you got to know when you hear them, that boy was on ecstasy. He had said out his own mouth, him and Irv. But when Ja Rule had them hits, 50 was in the cut hating. And that's a Queens thing too, because Queens do hate on other Queens dudes. My point is this. You'll see 50 started picking on Ja Rule, hating on that boy. Just like a lot of people don't know about when 50 Cent got stabbed in the studio, he did press charges. Because Murder Inc. was running with real niggas. Or should I say real niggas was running with Murder Inc. And then did 50 Cent not turn into an R&B singer after that? After he banged on Ja Rule? Name him. Name him. He's still singing on songs. That's Ja Rule formula. So I'm going to show you a hypocrite. I'm going to show you a man that'll hate on a man and then try to jack his style from him. Now let's look at G-Unit. Because that boy Lloyd Banks was a beast. Tony Yayo, he had the streets. Did he not eventually hate on Lloyd Banks? Did he not talk greasy about Lloyd Banks, try to call him lazy? I can't keep taking care of these dudes, dissing them. My point is dissing them in public. Did he not diss Yayo after all the work Yayo put in for him? Remember, allegedly, Yayo and Lodi Mack, the one that's dead, the blood homie, was running with Yayo when they smacked up Jimmy Henchman's son. Yayo had the goons putting the work on the street, allegedly. holding 50 down. Did 50 not try to diss Tony Yayo too? And then when he got finished with them, he shitted on them niggas. I ain't even gonna talk about Young Buck, like I said earlier. Young Buck played itself. But I'm talking about Yayo, because let's rewind. It's just history right now. 50 Cent came out with how to rob, clout chasing. Niggas wasn't feeling that dude. He had real smoke beef in the street. Niggas put that hit on that boy, got him shot up. His career, bong. His career went down the drain. His career was on standstill. What happened? Nobody in the industry wanted to rock with him. Nobody was feeling 50. What 50 do? Regroup, rebuild. But he went and got Lloyd Banks and Tony Yayo. Let's not forget. It was the mixtape with Lloyd Banks and Tony Yayo that put the streets in a frenzy. Did y'all forget? Some people even say at that time Lloyd Banks was writing for 50. But you're going to see it came to a point where once he ain't need him no more, not only did he start rocking with him like that, he started dissing him. Then he tried to expose RickRoss. Pulled out the CO picture, went and talked to his baby moms, tried to expose him. He did that. RickRoss' moms was a disloyal chick. But my point is, did it work? I told you, if I was RickRoss, I said this back then. All I would have said, yeah, I used to be a CO, so what? But when RickRoss kept denying it, it made him look like a fraud, like a lame. You know what I'm saying? It did. And 50 was able to get off on that for a little while. But then RickRoss dropped a powerful ass album after that, and that shit faded away, and RickRoss took off to a whole nother level. I forgot the exact name of that album. And y'all remember when RickRoss came to New York City, and he was in the Bronx making his music and all of that. People forget about that. RickRoss came to the Bronx and shot that video. People forget. And RickRoss had the streets in a frenzy all across America. And 50 Cent always, RickRoss, I always admired him because he always talked that get money music. He was talking about getting that paper. That's why I always rocked with RickRoss since Port of Miami. He was talking about getting that bread. 50 was talking about beef. When you look back now, you'll see a lot of the dirty niggas used to love G-Unit. And niggas that was getting that money like the RickRoss, people chose a side. Period. History. Then after that, 50 tried to get cool with who? Floyd Money Mayweather. Acting like he in a boxing game. Hanging around that man. All in that man crib. You know, Floyd Mayweather, they say he really do show love like that. That's one thing I say about Floyd. They say he really do look out for people and he really do break bread. Now, I'm going to give Floyd that. Don't say he ain't a bitch-ass nigga. He breaks bread. So he was breaking bread with 50, looking out for that man. What 50 Cent do? Did 50 Cent not try to make an excuse to fall out with that man? That's one. For two, didn't 50 Cent try to make a point to expose Floyd Mayweather? Don't to this day, he still throw shots at Floyd because he's hating on that man. Floyd bag is super up. And 50 mad. Yeah, he got power from Stars, but that was still like getting a record deal. Stars, he got to deal with Stars. They was all in his pockets. Now he fell out with Stars. Am I lying? Yes, he fell out with Stars now. You know why? Because they got tired of that same content. If you want to be real, Power, let's look at it. Power, Raising Kanan, BMF, all them shits are the same damn episode. They're the same damn show. Filmed the same, acted the same. They all the same show. He was just playing with the titles and the names. That's it. And switching up the actors, finessing the bag. That's all he did. And he brought out that Tommy, that show with Tommy, that shit flopped. Niggas ain't feeling that show with Tommy. So 50 formula has ran out. That's all I'm telling you. He got a pattern of being a hater, being friendly with niggas when it's convenient for him, falling out with them, dissing them online in public. Did he not rock with Vivica Fox? What happened with that? Let's look into this day. If he never would have fell out with Vivica Fox, look how much he could have been putting movies out way back then and had Vivica Fox in the movies. He could have been did something special with Vivica Fox. What happened? Did he not fall out? Did he not try to put Vivica Fox on blast? But what did Vivica Fox say about 50? I'm going to show you a pattern. Remember, you study people's behavior. You know a person is by their behavior, their actions. Now, before 50 started hanging with Money Mayweather, did he not try to diss Jimmy Iovine, the owner of Interscope Records, the one that brought you Death Row, the one that brought you Tupac, the one that brought you Eminem, Dr. Dre, Snoop Dogg, and all? Did 50 not try to diss him? When 50 got to a certain level, he felt like he didn't need Jimmy Iovine. And you'll see right after that is the exact point where 50 Cent rap career, that shit started going down the drain. They didn't try to come out with the headphones, so to smack him in the face, Jimmy Iovine and Dre came out with Beats for Dre. What is the name of the headphones 50 Cent tried to come out with? He tried to come out with them first. What is the name of them? Do you remember? I don't. Did you buy them? No, you didn't. So when 50 tried to come out with his headphones, is also trying to diss Jimmy Iovine, they shit on him and brought out Beats for Dre headphones, and them shits went through the roof, and that's why Dr. Dre is a billionaire. So 50, you failed at that too. Just being real. You know why? It's not that 50 ain't a good hustler. It's just that he keep bad energy. He another one that don't know when to shut up. He another one that's always arrogant. He don't know when to humble himself, and therefore he always falls. That's why y'all always hear me tell you, no matter how big you are, if you don't know how to humble yourself, you're always going to fall off. That's what it is. I also told y'all the scenario, how we was taught that fear lasts longer than respect. We was taught that fear lasts longer than love, and that's a fucking lie. When people love you, they never gonna turn their back on you. They're always gonna support you. I'm gonna show you something. And even in the streets, when people love you, they're gonna protect the bag. They're gonna protect you. When people love you, they're gonna tell you, yo, so-and-so and them plotting on you. When people love you, they're gonna say, yo, the police around the corner. When people love you, they will protect you. When people fear you, they just can't wait till your ass out of here. So that fear don't last longer than love. That was a lie. That was a trick. And you'll see back in the day, a lot of dudes tried that formula of fear, and you see where it got them. You see that? I'm a man. I never want nobody to fear me, because I know if a nigga fear me, he gonna plot on my destruction. So I always learned that love gets you further in life. And I always showed love on the streets. That's why I'm still here. Even though I might have did what I did, I mean, I had beef, I had smoke, but my love always outweighed the beef. So that's how my life always went. For every nigga that hate, I always had 10 people that got love for me. Because you know why? Because I always wanted to be a cool, fly-ass nigga. I ain't never want to be no top-notch gangster. I only get gangster when niggas come try to get gangster with me. Then I get gangster and I turn up. But I never lived my life walking in them shoes. Always want to be the tough guy. Always want people fear me. When I pull up, they get scared. That's what's called what? When you look, I'm gonna show you something. I'm gonna teach you a lesson about the street. When niggas fear you, that's when they start showing you fake love. Because they only acting like they got love for you while you're around because they fear you. So when people fear you or intimidated by you, they're gonna show you fake love. When you show people that you humble and you vulnerable and you show real genuine love, more people gonna rock with you. They're gonna support you. They're gonna make sure you straight. They ain't gonna want nothing bad to happen to you. So that's why I'm trying to tell you, people pick and choose who they support. That's how it works. You can't think because you're the top gangster and you got a lot of money, you got a lot of guns, you got shooters, people gonna respect you and love you. No, they not. This is when I also learned the game as a young boy, that the dudes in the game that treated people fair, the dudes that was so-called considered to be lame-ass niggas, they not shooters, those the ones that was getting all the money because people actually trusted them with giving them all that work because they knew they'd pay them back. They knew that nigga that was trying to be the top gangster. If I get this nigga 5 bricks, he ain't gonna pay me back. He gonna try to debo my shit. They knew that the gangsters always stayed in trouble, shootouts, beefs. But the quiet dude that got to his money, he got all the money. And he ain't had no name. A lot of dudes I know ain't had no name. It was low-key. They got all the bread. That nigga that wanted to be the top gangster, man, that nigga eventually got locked up or got killed, set up, whatever. Because He kept that image around him. That's how the game go. So my point is, you can try to be the top gangster. You could try to be the top whatever you want, nigga. I'm trying to tell you, you can't build off negative energy. That same negative persona you got around you, that you put all that energy into, that's going to be the same energy, nigga, that's going to take you out. That's at any level. So I'm showing you how 50 was successful. Then he also made himself unsuccessful. And to this day, as we speak right now, he is beefing with stars. So you might as well say right now, power, all that power, that's on hold. He got to find another network. But we know if 50 Cent had his own bread, remember, let's keep it real. If 50 Cent was really that dude, he's supposed to have his own channel like Puffy. He's supposed to have his own revolt. 50's supposed to have his own revolt, his own network. Do you understand what I'm saying? I'm talking hustlenomics right now. So that's why 50 where he at. RickRoss, super money invest. Look, I don't care where you from around the country. If in the past couple years, a new Wingstop came to your hood, a new Checkers came to your hood, a new Rallies, that's RickRoss. RickRoss has something to do with a lot of all these new, because don't get it twisted. Wingstop been out. Rallies, Checkers, they been out. But I remember they wasn't in New York like that. There was never no goddamn Checkers in New York. No Wingstop, none of that. So when you started seeing these Wingstops and Checkers in the urban community, that's because of RickRoss. Once he invested, he made sure they went to another level, and he's the one. To put it like this, if you got a Wingstop or Checkers in your hood that was never there a long time ago, 9 times out of 10, that's RickRoss business right there. That's his. Because he the one that was investing into the urban community ones. He the one that had them expanding their brand. Wingstop been out in Atlanta, down south. Rallies, Checkers been down south since the fucking 90s that I know about. Probably before then, I don't know. But I know for a fact Rallies and Checkers been down south forever, 90s. But past couple years, you see Checkers in New York. But you got to understand, that's because of RickRoss. So he is a businessman. He is a hustler. Right now, to this day, RickRoss got his own farm on his land. He got cattle running around, all type of stuff, horses. He's a smart man. I'm not going to take that from him. So we look at the big picture. What is 50 still crying about not getting a deal with stars while RickRoss G-check making business moves. Checkmate. Business moves all over the table. Made Meek Mill very successful. Who did 50 Cent make successful? I'm going to ask the shit again. So I'm going to show you out of all that energy 50 Cent put out there in the last day, which we are right now, that nigga still had to perform in the Super Bowl and still had to hang upside down like it was 2003. And 50 Cent was only at that Super Bowl because of Dre. And the next day after that, Twitter, the internet was clowning 50 Cent for hanging upside down. Because all the energy that 50 Cent put out, it just might be coming back to him right now. And RickRoss is chilling. So I'm just going to show you how things change. This is somebody is not going to work with for so long. And it actually can go against you. That's it on that topic. What else? Some other weirdo stuff. Let me get out of here. I don't even know where to start. All right. Well, I'm gonna go to Afghanistan. They said in Afghanistan that the people of Afghanistan are selling their children's body parts. They are selling their children and selling their children's body parts, should I clarify? That's what they're doing in Afghanistan right now. They say that, remember, since that conflict, they say the Afghanistan economy has crashed. They're dirt poor over there right now. And the parents are selling their kids and selling their kids' body parts. Now, if you never heard of a human being going so low, you just listen to that and hope that don't never happen in America. Because I know for a fact There's some people in America that will probably sell their kid right now for 5 bands, 10 bands, 20 bands. They'll sell their child right now. But they doing it in Afghanistan right now. Selling their kids and selling their kids' body parts. Now let's think. Why the hell the parents? Why the hell you ain't selling your body part? Oh, but you gonna sell your kids' body parts. That's what they doing in Afghanistan. They said because their whole economy has collapsed. The same thing that might have was about to happen to Ukraine. And it's the same thing we gotta hope never happen here. But we know it can't happen here because we got too much stuff in the stash. I'm being funny though, I'm just saying. These people selling their kids and their kids' body parts. And most of the Afghanistans that broke out, they came over here already. They're the ones that jumped on the planes and left. You know, the other ones that were set in their ways, they stayed. Now they selling their kids' body parts. You see? Because remember, you got some people that's so anti-American. You know, when America probably went over to help them and said, come on, they was like, nah, we ain't going to America. We're going to stay here. And the smart Afghanistans, they got on that plane, and they're in America right now, staying in a free Airbnb, getting their bag up. While the ones that stayed in Afghanistan, they selling their kids and selling their kids' body parts. You know, arms, legs. But I know that's BS. Man, they might be, ain't no telling what type of body parts they selling. Might be selling their kidneys and livers and all of that. But that's what's going on in Afghanistan right now, according to the news. Also, back to America, a woman in DC, another home of weirdos. Excuse me for my people that support me from DC. I'm not talking about you, but y'all know what I'm talking about. 5 fetuses, dead fetus, was found in a woman in DC in her home. And she was an anti-abortion activist. You know, the people that fight against abortion, God forbid, some of y'all know when you go by the abortion clinic, you see them people out there protesting, wilding out, ready to put hands and feet on you, trying to stop women from, you know, aborting their children, you know. This particular woman, she worked with an organization of anti-abortion. And come to find out, when they went to her crib, she had 5 dead baby fetuses in her house. So that's all I'm saying. It's weird. So just showing you what's going on. I see what you're saying. I see you, bro. I see you. I see what you're saying about the wealthy people, the ones that hopped on the plane. Maybe so. Could be true. Could be true. But I understand the science too of some people that's anti-American. That's like right here. If they said right now, free trips to Africa right now, you want to leave? Get up. Y'all niggas want to leave so bad? Y'all go to Africa and get out of here. I know for a fact it's some dudes that some people gonna say, I ain't going nowhere. I ain't going to no damn Africa. And some people that's here, they're not gonna want to leave. Some people love their country, love their hood, they're not gonna leave. So when you say that the people that left Afghanistan were the people with money, I do agree with you on that. And I also know it's probably people that have money that didn't want to leave, because we got to remember it's some people that are anti-American and they not coming over here. Period. So that was my point in that story. But I do respect your opinion. I just know stuff go many different ways. Like you, right? Like you who said that right now, bro. I know right now, if America gave you a free flight to Zimbabwe, South Africa, you ain't gonna want to go, bro. You ain't gonna want to go. That's my opinion. Even if they said you can go to the UK, get out of here, nigga. We go to UK. You can go to UK. Get out of here. I bet you ain't gonna want to go. I'm not saying because something wrong with that country. I'm just saying that some people used to their habitat. That's all I'm saying. But anyway, I'm not going to debate on that. That's your opinion. But It's a lot of weird stuff going on. Also, a body of an 18-year-old woman was found at a gravesite. An 18-year-old girl got kidnapped from a Walmart in the parking lot. She got kidnapped, and when they found her body, this happened in Vegas. You know, they snatched her body. They snatched her up from Walmart. They got it on. You know, they got her on camera and all that. And when they found her body, she was at a gravesite. So I don't know what's up with that. All I'm gonna tell you, when you go to Vegas, your ass better watch out. That's all I'm gonna say. See, there you go. Ha ha. There you go. Thank you. You live in Ghana, you moved to Africa by choice. Thank you. I knew you had some affiliation with overseas. You proved my point. That's all I'm saying. Because ain't nobody from America. People talk that talk. If you offer them to leave this country, you know, the people that say they don't want to be here and all of that, whatever. And America gave them a free flight to get out the country, man. Niggas ain't leaving this country. They talk that talk, but a lot of people ain't leaving. Let's be real. Especially if it's a country with a lot of dirt, no cars, no good. Niggas ain't going to no country where weed get you 5 years in jail, period. Americans ain't doing that. Do you see what happened to Brittany Griner right now? How she's in jail for weed in Russia? That's a perfect example why a lot of people in America ain't leaving. And then guess what? A lot of people love their country. They love America. They ain't going nowhere. But I understand in some countries, they come to America for success. It's not, you know what I'm saying? I'm just making a point. I'm not going to sit and say a lot of them Afghanis couldn't leave because they ain't had no money. I ain't going to say that because we don't know that. But I do know, we do know for a fact it's Afghanistan people that probably love their country and they wouldn't leave if they had the chance to leave. That's common sense. Everybody's not quick to leave their natural habitat. That's all I'm saying. And when people do leave, they leave for their own reasons. That's it. So that's my point. But I knew you were somebody that been overseas and stuff like that. Because a lot of y'all like to debate and argue. Don't take me personal. Don't get in your feelings. I'm just saying, when you say stuff, I'm gonna say something back. Salute College of Staten Island. That's all I'm saying. Some of y'all love to debate in the chat, in the comment section. You love to debate. I'm the one to debate with. Because there's nothing wrong with a healthy debate. That's all I'm saying. It's cool. Salute to you, my brother. But make sure I touched on everything. I think I touched on everything. Yeah, I did. It's one more thing. There's another update to it. One more update. Y'all remember about a month and change ago where that what happened, that situation in New Jersey where that man came in a chicken spot and the girl that, you know, the woman behind the register was talking slick or whatever. He got his feelings and beat her up and put her in the hospital, you know, knocked her out of socket, broke her neck. That dude that did that, they caught him the other day. They caught his ass. And you know, when I speak on certain crimes like that, I be showing people that a lot of these crimes people think they're getting away with, they just catch them like 2 weeks later, a month and a half later. They caught the dude that beat up in a chicken spot. They just caught him months later. And they say he knocked that woman out of socket, broke her neck, all because she asked him kindly, "Sir, can you get to the back of the line?" And he was like, "This is my neighborhood. I do what I want to do." And he acted like a straight savage in a chicken spot. That's all I'm saying. Nadine said, "I'm born in Haiti, but I'm not leaving the U.S." You want to go back to Haiti, Miss Nadine? You want to go back to Haiti? I told y'all, man, we very diverse over here. And that's why I told people, don't get offended, because I'm going to be real at first, right? People was getting offended when I was getting on the Africans. But like I told her, bro, I said, look, man, if I could sit here and say nigga 1,000 times and come at so-called black people, whatever. If I could say nigga 1,000 times, you can't get upset if I say something about an African. That's what I'm saying. Stop getting offended, man. This is in America, we say stuff like that. We say nigga, we say white nigga, we say that African nigga, we say, oh, that's a Haitian nigga, we say a Chinese nigga. That's just what it is, all right? That's slang. But anyway, I respect all human beings, you know what I'm saying? Because I understand it's the powers that be that really keep all this stuff divided. Anyway, that's it. The last thing I'm gonna speak on, this is a weirdo story, but it ain't nothing major. Now, you remember the other day I was talking about how the governor in Florida passed the Don't Say Gay bill. And the whole purpose of that bill was so the teachers in school, it is no longer permitted to teach children from kindergarten to third grade about sex orientation, about sex period, and about gender. So they no longer could teach this to kindergartners and third graders. The governor passed the bill. And many of us agree that a classroom is no place to be trying to teach kids none of this stuff. But being that the governor said this, can you believe that the LGBTQ group is trying to sue the governor of Florida for this act? They are so pissed at the governor because he does not want children to be taught this type of behavior. They are mad at him and want to sue him. That's why I told you they the Rainbow Gang. If they coming at the governor neck, what you think? Now, let's be real. Is this something to get upset over? Oh, I get it. I get it. Most of you LGBTQ people, y'all don't even have children. So if you don't have children, why are you mad it's not being taught to children? You don't understand what it is to teach a child about sex before their time. It don't matter what kind of sex it is. You shouldn't be teaching no kids nothing about no damn sex agenda at kindergarten to third grade. So when the governor passes this bill, they want to get mad and sue the governor. But these are the same people that don't even have kids. And I told you they're a gang. That's right, OG Circle Game. It's Friday. Some people are going to say it's just a regular day. That's what I hate it going to say. Man, it's just like any other day. Oh, well, so what? It's Friday. Man, it's Friday, man. Lighten up. I'm going to eat something good today and this weekend. I'm going out to eat somewhere. Maybe 2 places. I don't know. I'm going to chill. That's what I do. I chill on Friday. I chill on the weekend. Some of y'all don't know how to chill. You always uptight. You're always bitter. You're always angry. You're always hating. Nigga, that's why y'all losers. Who cares? But that's it. I touched on everything, man. So now I'm going to run through the chat, and I'm going to get out of here. Thank y'all, everybody, for pulling up. So I'm going to do the recap. This man you see on the screen with these dreadlocks, this weirdo, he was in jail for murdering a 2-year-old. So what they say, what goes around comes around. Disclaimer, but the inmates that was in this penitentiary in North Carolina, they took his life because they was not feeling the fact he was locked. They didn't want to be locked up with a dude that killed a 2-year-old. So they took his life. And that's how the story goes. When you out here doing certain stuff, eventually you have to pay the price. And sometimes it's called street justice. So that's what happened to him. He's out of here. I also spoke about the situation with Chris Rock at his show. Chris Rock is on tour. I told y'all Chris Rock is on tour from March into November, getting to that money. He's gone to November. And his first show he did in Boston, a man was acting up in the show, wilding out, altercation. And the police had to drag the man out. And in front of the venue, this man was fighting with police, and they damn near did a Rodney King on this man. But when I saw the footage and I thought in my mind, when this man was in the show, he was doing something like, get your hands out my pocket, nigga. He was doing something like what happened with Malcolm X. This also could have been a paid heckler to go to the show and throw Chris Rock's show off. We don't know. But we do know a man was spazzing out at Chris Rock's show, and he had to be taken out by police. But when he was outside, he was fighting the police too. Right outside the venue with Chris Rock inside. So who's to say, hopefully, who's to say Chris Rock didn't fall from grace? And maybe Hollywood could be coming at his neck right now. We don't know. Because Chris Rock had 2 bad altercations in 1 week. He got smacked. His first show, a fight broke out. So it is what it is. Also, to bounce off that topic, the LAPD asked Chris Rock right after that, right backstage, did he want to press charges? And he said he didn't want to press charges. You know, he blew them off. And that's what happened after that smack. For those that said it was fake, the saga continues. I also spoke about the lame-ass LA rapper, this buster that poured a cup of piss on Nipsey Hussle's grave. This lame-ass rapper, his name is GBO Gaston. That's his name. GBO Gaston. And every time I hear the last name Gaston, it seemed like the name of a sucker clout chasing ass nigga. And I told you, it's April, and a lot of you niggas are fools. You fools all year round, not just today. Period. I also spoke about, you know, the woman in Texas. Her son shot himself in the head by mistake with her gun, a 3-year-old baby boy. And it happened in the car while they was on the road. See? She could have been texting and driving, talking on the phone and driving. Either way, the baby got his hands on a gun and shot himself in the head. It was 2 kids playing around, jumping around, wasn't in a child safety. They wasn't strapped in. She didn't have no safety on the gun. We don't know if she could have ran in the store. We don't know, but the point of the matter is the woman lied, said the baby got shot during a road rage incident. Police backtracked, went to the spot where the so-called happened at, didn't see no evidence, did ballistics on the baby head, and seen the gunpowder and the residue in the gun smoke on top of the baby's skull. After that, she confessed and told the truth that the baby got his hands on her gun and shot herself in the head. And she had 2 babies in there. She had a child that was 2 years old in the car with her as well. So that's what I'm trying to tell y'all. If you got legal heat, if you got dirty heat, you better just keep it strapped up, man. Keep it right. Keep it. Stop underestimating these kids. Now let's talk about this. How many of us know? How many of us brag? We already know what a child 2 years old could work a phone now. We already know at 2, 3, and 4 they play with phones. So let's just start paying attention at 2, 3, 4 years old. Maybe they can play with a gun too, or try to play with one. So if you strap, make sure you keep your strap right. Salute Queen of Attraction. Because this is the second story in 1 week. The other day, 3-year-old shot herself with the AR-15. Now, another young child has shot themselves in the head with a firearm. And when the police checked the woman's car at first, they see she had her glove compartment and it was not a child safety on it. Good morning, Miss Lay Jones. What's up, AP Wiz? But y'all stay right, man. If you got heat, if you got any type of firearm, man, make sure you keep it out of child's way because these kids are too smart for their own good. That's it. Also, y'all can pay attention. We all gonna pay attention and see if the gas go down because Moneybag Joe claims that he's gonna be releasing 1 million barrels of oil each day. I don't know how long, but he said he's gonna release the oil so the prices go down. And hey, some people feel like he's trying to do this for a publicity stunt. We don't know, but we gonna see what happens if this damn gas go down. Other than that, I touched on everything. But for those that didn't catch it to the beginning, I spoke on RickRoss, how RickRoss has finally admitted he went into the story of why he was a correctional officer. He said that the OGs that was around him said that it would be a good idea for him to, get clean. And also at that time, The OGs he was rocking with, all of them had went to jail. They were big drug dealers. And when they went to jail, they said it would be a good idea for him to become a CO. And in my opinion, they wanted him to be a dirty cop, a dirty CO, bring their drugs in there, stuff like that. That's my opinion. Anyway, RickRoss said he was only making $1,000 a month, and he wasn't with all that running and jogging and training because, you know, he was a sloppy dude. He was probably real lazy. He said he didn't want to do all that stuff, and he said he was late a couple times, so therefore his correctional officer career didn't go very far, whatever. But he came out and said it. But my point is, we never would have knew that RickRoss was a CO, a correctional officer, until 50 Cent put that information out there. And I was going into the whole thing about how the time of so-called exposing people is played out, is finished. It's not going to work. 50 Cent exposed RickRoss. Right after that, RickRoss' career went to another level. 50 Cent has not made no good music ever since. He's still trying to get it right. He got with Money Mayweather, hated on Mayweather. Mayweather's doing good. He hated on Lloyd Banks and Yayo. He got beef with Power. He caught beef with Jimmy Iovine, the man who was cutting the checks for him, the one that made him rich. And we see what happened when 50 tried to do all that dissing. We see to this day, he's still going to keep dissing. But at the end of the day, RickRoss is at a whole nother level. That's all I'm saying. And I'm done. Fun of Fame live episode 139. We did it again. Appreciate that, Royce Madison. Like I said, if you didn't catch it, y'all catch it from the beginning because I really went into certain things. Let me see. Let me run through the chat. What up, Miss Deja? I know this week went real fast. This might have been the fastest week. Who else up in? What up, Pone Skrilla? I ain't trying to put y'all conversation on the screen, but what up? Salute AP Wiz all the time, bro. You already know. Like I say, man, thank y'all for doing, you know what I'm saying? Y'all thank me, but I'm thanking y'all because y'all the one that keep it y'all keep the engine going. You know what I'm saying? Y'all keep me motivated. You know the saying, real recognize real, and a lot of these niggas look unfamiliar. That's why you don't watch their channel. You don't watch them because they don't look familiar. That's why I'm trying to tell you, man, we got a real sickness out here. We got dudes, their hormones are changing. We got dudes that are changing and they don't even need a sex operation. I'm trying to tell you something, man. Aaron Brown. Yeah, that's a fact. They did date each other on there you go. Exactly. On the Fresh Prince. Yeah, they was doing that. Yeah, they was doing that funny business ritual. That's a fact, Aaron Brown. Chris Rock and Will, basically they dated each other on an episode of the Fresh Prince. Yep. Master Blaster, what's up? That's right. The judge and jury are the people within your community. I agree. That's right. OG Circle Gang, what up? From day one. Alan from the UK, what's up, bro? There's NY. You already know what time it is. We here. Them teach the youth about Chichi Man thing. Batsy man. They are batsy mans. That's what they are. Anytime you so concerned with another man doing 24/7, you always call yourself exposing a man, you screenshot a man, you watch a man, you talk about a man, you's a man lover. Period. And like I told you, a lot of you niggas that go live on the camera and you love to be on camera, right? And there's nothing wrong with that. But I never ever hear a woman in your background. That goes for two things. That also shows that your woman don't even want to fucking be around you when you be online. Because you a jackass. And your woman probably happy you online because you out of her face. And for two, a lot of y'all just don't like female energy. And sometimes it's the man that always say he married, I'm married, I'm married. Sometimes that be the most suspect man. So you married, but you always worried about a man. No, nigga, you should be worried about your wife. You should spend more time with your wife and less time worried about another man. But I get it. A lot of y'all don't really like that nice, wet, moist sensation and that soft, warm woman. You don't like that. It's a turn off to you. What turns you on is arguing with other men. See, some of these dudes, when they argue with another man, it actually turns them on. For men, some men, you know, we argue with a woman. Sometimes that turns you on when you argue with a woman. What it's called, makeup sex. Yeah, some of us like to argue with a woman. Like to make her mad on purpose. Well, you got some men, when they argue with other men, it turns them on. That's why I don't argue with niggas. Because some of them, they getting off on that. Some men, it's like they think no means yes. See? That's that jail mentality of niggas who like to rape people and stuff like that. They think no means yes. When you tell them leave you alone, they start bothering you even more. Let's rewind that to school. I'm going to take it back to elementary school. Women, you know that. Women know this. As young boys, we know this. Women know that when you be in school and you was young, the dude that was always messing with you was the dude that liked you, had the crush on you. You know how it go. As men, we had a woman, you know what I'm saying, little girls, you know what I'm saying, shorties we liked it in school. We used to pick with them. Women know the man that was always, I say, you know, when you was in school, the boy that was always picking on you, teasing you, was the same one that liked you. Now let's bring it back up to date. When you see a man always messing with a man, that man likes that man. See, I'm going to give you analytics and break down common sense. Now you understand where this is going? So that's why when I say dudes got female tendencies, I'm not just making it up. When I say some dudes got a man crush, that's what they really got. So don't be confused. Just like you'll see the scenario. Some dudes got a wife, they got a girl, but they love to hang around a bunch of niggas. They love it. And they actually want to spend more time with their homies than with their wife. You see that? They don't get it. What up, Brody? Bro is back. If you're new to the channel, make sure you subscribe to Grown Man Talk. That's what we do our thing. That's what my bro P do his thing. If you haven't subscribed, you go subscribe to the Queen Rondell. That's what we do. We break this information. That's what we do. But thank y'all for y'all support, definitely. Everybody that support me, definitely Rondell all the time pulling up. You would think she was a fan or she ain't had no channel. This woman got her own channel. She's a hustler. She got a nice amount of subs too. And she ain't no clout chaser and she ain't no hater. See, to get 10,000 subs, you got to put in work. And she about to have 11 soon. When I first met Rondell, she had about 9,000 and change. She about to hit 11. It's called hustling. Hustling. I never not one time seen Rondell get on her stage and diss nobody, expose nobody. It's called hustling. So when you can't hustle, you're not going to profit. You're not going to prosper. You're not going to make it. That's why some of you, no disrespect, but you can take it as disrespect. No matter how many times you go live, you're always dissing people, and your numbers, they don't really go too far. Don't get mad. Just step your hustle up. You make yourself successful. Can't nobody else make you unsuccessful. When you understand that formula, then you'll start winning. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. Rondell says, I'll be listening to you and P while I'm working on my channel. That's right. Salute. Thank you. That's real support. You don't be listening to me and P and hating on us at the same time. Because that's what they do, Rondell. And you're a female. You got men, they listen to us and hate at the same time. I'm going to show y'all what time it is. The roles have switched. Women are more thorough than niggas. They've been like that. That's like when you, yo, look. See, I thought about this before. You notice when you hear all these street stories, you notice the woman is always left out the story. It was plenty of women that was putting in work in these streets. It's plenty of women that was moving that work. You had some women that seen when that man was crying. You got women that can give you the story about how a nigga was crying when the nigga shot at him. Women got all this tea. Women be knowing a lot of secrets too. Women they can really expose a lot of niggas, but you'll see women don't even do that much. And you also see women, dudes, they try to keep women out the picture because women are the one that really be knowing a whole lot. A lot of beef was started over women. A lot of women know how to manipulate niggas. Man, women got a lot of power. But my point is the women are chilling now and the men have taken on the feminine role. So when Rondell, a female, says, I'll be listening to you and P while working on my channel, that's how I know it's niggas that be listening to me and P but be hating on our channel. Period. Niggas are sad and you niggas are sorry. Watch me work, nigga. Watch me work. But guess what? I bet you can't do it like me. So you might as well just do that clown dance, nigga. Because no matter how much you watch me, you can't do it like me. I just be on a 5. I ain't never went to 10 yet. Other than that, man, I'm gonna salute to the people, man. Black Barbie, what's up? Thank you, Black Barbie. I'm respectful. That's right. I'm very respectful to women. Because I don't got nothing against no woman. I love women. Now, if a woman get out of pocket, that's a whole nother discussion. I know how to talk real foul out my mouth, but that's how I know. I know with a woman, you don't got to put your hands on a woman. You could beat a woman up with your words. I'll call a pretty woman ugly to her face and just mess with her whole head. You know what I'm saying? I'll call a light-skinned chick a white girl and piss her off. You know what I'm saying? Like, I got a very foul mouth. But I do respect my women. You know what I'm saying? That's a fact, because that's how I always been. I love the females. I love the female energy, because guess what? Female bring that balance. And like I say, for those of us that know, I ain't going to go too much into it. Your female sometimes can stop you from dying. The female could put you on point. That's, yo, why you hang with that dude? He's a bitch-ass dude. It's something about him I don't like. And a lot of time, a woman be fucking right. We don't want to admit that when a lot of time, women be right with a lot of stuff. And even for the brothers, you'll always learn. You already know this. A lot of times, you know your woman told you something and you ain't listen. And in the back of your mind, you knew she was right. So I don't play them games. I just give women their credit up front. Now, I ain't no dude boy. I ain't gonna let no woman tell me anything. I don't just listen to no woman like that. But I do always take their opinion in consideration before I make a choice. Or if I'm stuck with a decision, that particular woman I'm with, I ask them their opinion, how they see it. And that's how I weigh it out. You know, some of us even do that with getting dressed. You might get dressed, or you might be stuck for a minute. You might ask your shorty or whatever, boom, how you think this look? And you got shorties that'll pull your card because women know what a fly nigga's supposed to look like. So some of you niggas need to listen to your woman because she'll tell you that shit is whack. Why you wearing that? Some of you niggas can't dress. And there's some of you niggas, you smart and you let your woman dress you up. But the niggas that be hard-headed, don't listen to their woman, a lot of them niggas don't know how to dress. Now, I don't need no woman to tell me how to dress because I know how to fucking dress. But it's nothing wrong with getting confirmation from the woman. Because she gonna know when you fresh to death, and she gonna like that. You know what I'm saying? A woman like when her man is fresh to death. She like when her man look good. But some of y'all don't know about that. Because your woman never compliments you. You don't get no love because you can't dress. It's simple. Period. A lot of you dudes need to stop being feminine. What's up, Miss Jackie? Miss Nadine. Pone Striller. Oh, okay. We got a troll page using your name now, huh, bro? Wow. Well, that means somebody just on your nuts and they took the time out their day to download your picture, put it, you know what I'm saying, and try to be you for the day. These niggas are they lames, man. Lames will be lames. Once again, Miss Deja, what's up? All right. What up, little twerker? She said, let me go over here and subscribe to Rondell's Unpopular Opinion. That's what's up, little twerker. And little twerker, you still got to get an avatar picture too. You got to get something up there, little twerker. You ain't got to put your face. You got to put something because you're not a troll. You've been around for a long time. Put something up there, a heart or something. What's up, though? I think I touched on everybody, man. You know what I'm saying? What up, Roski in the building? Always on the pull up. Today, the chat was very calm and very respectable, should I say. What up, Wax Dog? What up? Salute the Wax Dog. It is what it is. Like I said, shout out to everybody that support me. Everybody who don't support me, you get the middle finger. For the people that act like they support me, but you really don't, you get 2 middle fingers. And like I told y'all, everybody get their day. You just keep that in mind. You do sucker shit, your sucker shit gonna get addressed. It's just not right now. Like I said. And for you people that love the flag and false flag, I told y'all stupid niggas months ago. Now they got a thing called reverse flagging. So when you fake flag somebody and YouTube do their homework, nigga, you gonna get that strike. Booyah. So now when you try to strike somebody, you actually striking yourself. If then you want to wonder why some of you get your channel shut down. Say hello to the bad guy, you stupid ass niggas. You ain't nothing but fools, and today is April 1st, and you still a fool. Out of everything you do, you still a fucking fool. What's a fool? A person that don't learn no better, a person that's not wise, a person that can be easily deceived or tricked. That's a lot of you clowns. That's all I'm telling you. You can't stop what's great. I keep telling you, you can't make somebody be unsuccessful, but you can make yourself be unsuccessful. And that's what y'all be doing, because you be doing the wrong shit. And that's why your channel is in YouTube heaven. You ain't got no channel. And then the channel you got is fucking trash. And a lot of you got channels of subs, but you ain't got no fucking content. I keep telling you this. Dummy, stop worried about what he doing, what she doing. Stop beefing and make you some fucking content. Stop just being high, lazy, and you can't come up with no idea. I thought weed was supposed to stimulate your brain. Stimulate your mind, Craig. No, nigga, you probably smoking that weed with that fatty in it, and you just stuck like a dope head, and you can't make no fucking decisions. You don't have no content. That's why you niggas always got to start beef. You always worried about who said your name. Nigga, right now, I'm going to tell you, I want 100 niggas. I want all my haters to go make fucking 10 videos about me in 1 week and ask me later on if I give a fuck. No, I don't. All you going to do and make sure you put my name in the title, nigga. So you keep my name in the algorithm. That's what you do. And I'm going to show you how you could diss me. You can make 100 videos, and guess what? It ain't going to work. And I don't got to send no trolls at you neither. If I send trolls at you niggas will be finished. I told you niggas, I got people that send me memes. I got people that want to make memes all day. Nigga, I don't make memes. Now, when I make a meme, you'll know when I make a meme. But when you see that exclusive artwork, that Photoshop, that ain't me. I got professional trolls that love to make memes about niggas all day. That's all you got to know. We have a team of supporters. We don't have fake viewers. We don't have fake trolls. We have a team of supporters. Don't you understand that? Can you get that through your fucking hard head? We have a team of supporters, and they support us, and they with whatever we with. They with the smoke, and we ain't with the smoke. I've been trying to be positive. I'm trying to do some other things. But I told you I love to entertain the bullshit. But y'all niggas ain't worth my time. But I'm trying to let you know something. You're not gonna get no come up. So what I want all you lame ass niggas to do, I want you to go make videos about me right now, and I want you to lie, I want you to slander, I want you to do all that shit, and then see where that shit get you. Nowhere, because you niggas already dead. You just don't know it. You niggas already laying on the ground. You niggas ain't savvy enough. I'm dealing with street technology and I'm dealing with internet technology. So therefore, you cannot beat me. And guess what? We already got the drop on most of you niggas already. I just don't put addresses on the internet. So you make sure you get that cleared to your fucking hard head and let us be. Let me be. Because a lot of y'all already been lacking. So I'm trying to tell you. You know, and you don't know nothing about Mr. Window. It is what it is. Pardon me to my people that don't like to see me act like that. But you got to understand, right? You got to talk to certain people a certain way or they don't get it. Then they still don't get it. Some people don't get it unless they got that red color leaking out their skin. That's the only way they get it. You can't use words. That's why you have Malcolm X, you have Martin Luther King. Some people you just can't talk to. They don't get it. Can't build off hate, but hate can get you killed. That's a fact. That hate can make your channel rest in peace. Still ain't learned. So like I said, you haters, you get to working. Step your hate up. Step your fucking hate up because you're losing at that. You can't even hate correctly. How you going to mail stalk niggas and you can't even do that? I never seen from so many fucking losers in my life. How the hell you can't hate correctly? When you do is a joke. Anyway, man, I'm about to get out of here, man. Salute to my people. Salute to the chat. Salute to all my people. You know I love y'all. You dig? I love my people, period. So we're going to keep winning. We're going to keep doing what we do. It's the Fun No Fame live and exclusive episode 139. Hopefully everybody learned something. And you haters, I'm telling you, step your game up, nigga. Because April 1st, April Fools, you still a fucking fool. And you still ain't got no fucking content. I'm out.